Hey, everybody. Welcome to the most popular secret show on the internet. I am Michael Martin, a.k.a. Rickshaw, and you are Nerding Out with Rickshaw. Today we have a special guest, Tim Goergen.
Hello, everyone. What's going on?
Guys.
Not much, man. How the hell are you, dude?
Sorry, I messed that one up because I didn't do my normal thing where I was like, and you're also nerding out with.
Yeah. Should I do that?
Yeah, let's try again.
Okay.
And you're also nerding out with.
Hi, my name is Tim Goergen. I am the vocalist of Bloodthrone and formerly of Within the Ruins.
Guys,
was that a good intro?
Fuzz. That was a great intro.
Perfect.
I'm
Was that
Fuzz.
And I am the producer, Toby.
And we are here on a glorious Wednesday. You know,
Wednesday.
we rearranged our whole schedule because Tim was coming down to Austin, and he's like, "Hey, I wanna do the podcast," and I was like, "Hell yeah, dude!" And then I was like, "Do we have time for sex beforehand?"
We did.
Spoiler!
Spoiler alert! We both were actually a little like. We were in a little frenzy from going to the gym today, both of us, you know.
Yeah.
And according to my friend Fuzz, that makes you a little, less than hetero. So, of course, we
just hope that doesn't leak. You know what I mean?
Breaking news. Fuzz thinks the gym is less than hetero.
I feel like the funny part is it's a common occurrence for Fuzz to be giving me shit like right before the show about something, saying something lame or gay or something, and then whenever I make it a part of the show, he's like, "I don't think I said that."
That's not what would
Oh,
happen.
I straight up said my response was nothing. It was one word, and it was just gay. That's all I fucking said. And then it just got way out of hand after that and spiraled with all three of us.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, I did say going to the gym is gay. I have no problem saying that.
Oh, we can
But
say
the
gay.
rest
We can
of
say
it-
okay.
Yeah.
We can say gay. Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
Oh, dude,
climate was here.
bringing that back. No, it's okay to say gay now. It just is
Okay.
what
Oh
it
yeah,
is.
Okay. All right. Cool.
we
cool,
just
cool,
don't
cool.
want to make it seem like it's said in a hateful way.
No.
It's not, man. It's not. I'm not at all.
Yeah.
But it's
Because
just funny
now
to say it.
We've entered the era to where like we could say as straight people, we could say things are gay now, and then gay people are using the F bomb, the F slur.
Yeah.
Because they're like, it's
Dude,
our
my
fucking word.
my brother is a gay man, and he drops the F bombs hard, and I'm like,
You
Yeah, and
ask
he's probably
permission
like,
if you can say that.
what?
You get
Yeah, I have
the
some
F-slur
friends.
No, I'm just kind of like, hey, because like, dude, in high school back in the day, like I dropped a lot of, it was a different time.
right, yeah.
Meant no harm, but yeah, I've dropped a lot of those bombs in my life, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna chill out with it because I don't want anyone to get upset.
Right. But now
I'm just gonna wait for it to be cool again.
I work with some gay people, and they're the type that are like, they'll drop an F slur and be like, "What am I making you straights uncomfortable?" And you're just like, "No, man, dab." But yeah, hey, we're here. We're back today. We took a couple weeks off because it's so difficult to get all the shit in your life done, and also still do a podcast. And Toby does a lot of the work. He needed a break from it too, just because you deserve it, Toby.
Thank you.
Everybody.
I appreciate it. You gave me 4th of
Everybody
July
give
off.
Toby
Thank
a round of applause. Give Toby a round of applause, guys.
Thank you. Okay.
Never met you, Toby, but you seem like the man.
Thank you. I appreciate
He is in fact the man. The only thing is, when we first we would have started on time if he wouldn't have fucked so much shit up.
You know what?
Oh,
That's also
throwing
I'm the
him
man.
right under the bus.
I'm the man that
Under the
fucks it all up before I fix it. So,
Hey, dude, you know what?
Right.
It's cool, man. I don't do anything, so I appreciate you.
To be fair, Fuzz, I'm gonna throw you under the bus right now. Me
with
and
it.
Fuzz had dinner the other night, and he was singing Toby's praises the other night right at dinner.
Oh.
He was like, Toby
Was I
makes
really?
the pod run so smooth. Yeah, dude.
Okay, yeah, I was, dude.
And you were like, he probably has a nice dick. I might want to see it one day. And
Oh, dude, I would look at his dick.
It's
I would look at his
you know,
dick.
It's small,
Hands
but
down
it's
his
not
dick.
bad looking.
Dude, it's probably nice. Okay,
Thank you.
stop it.
Now I'm picturing Fuzz
Stop.
looking at his dick like it's a microscope. He's just like this. He's just like, that's nice.
That's a nice.
Wait,
car.
is the microphone? Is the microphone?
Nice dick.
Is the
Yeah, it's
microphone
his dick.
Toby's dick? Okay. 'cause
Yeah,
I was
it's like-
That's a good sized dick, man. That's good.
He's like, oh, there's a lot of stuff going on in there.
Oh man.
Fuzz is like, this is my first
Jesus.
time looking at a dick this close. I don't really know what I'm supposed to be doing.
Oh,
Imagine
man.
it's like that's how you got sperm count done. Like a doctor just goes like right into your dick. Like
1, 2,
Yeah.
Counts your sperm.
You're good.
It's like, all right.
Dude, it's like-
all right.
It's like when you go into work
got
and
him
they have
out.
like a jar and they're like, can you guess how many? You're like, guess Toby's sperm count. Looks like there's like 500.
billion. Dude,
They keep
sperms-
moving.
got some,
Sperms
got
are
some
fucking
strong
wild,
swimmers
dude.
on you, dude.
It's crazy how much sperms you actually have swimming in your balls, dude. Had mine tested not too long ago. I was like, oh, there's like 3 million, 5 million swimming around.
Damn, dude.
Damn,
What the
dude.
fuck.
You got
Were
that
they all
high
fucking?
sperm count.
Were they all muscled up like you, dude? Were they all just like fucking?
Yeah, they're all like swimming around, fucking flex like this.
They drink,
They can't even get on my dick because they're like this.
dude. It's because you're
Dude.
drinking power thirst.
They're just like running into the hole the wrong way, you know?
Are they wearing sleeveless shirts too, dude? This is the second time in a week I've seen you without cut off sleeves. What is going
I was
on? Are
wearing
you growing
I
up?
was wearing a cutoff yesterday.
Okay,
And
'cause-
I figured today because I was gonna be like inside, outside. I was like not gonna be chilling outside too much. I was like, fuck it, I'll just rock sleeves. It's fine.
okay.
Because one thing I noticed about Texas is it's very hot outside, but it's very cold inside everywhere.
Yes. Yeah. Duh, dude.
So I was like, I'm gonna prepare for the majority of time that I'm spending, which is indoors when I'm here. So
Hell yeah. Okay.
yeah,
Well,
but
I'm just wondering
very
because
very
this is
hot
weird.
today.
Yeah, it's miserable. Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks.
It's not that bad when you're living here because you're just like, yeah, it's hot as fuck. I get it. Everybody's talking about it. Like every time you go, like you go into work and it's like cold, because in Texas, if you don't run your AC at like fucking 62,
Yeah.
then everyone's gonna think something's wrong,
Yeah.
But you go in and you're like chilly and you're like, it's hot as fuck outside though, and everybody that walks in the door is like, hey, it's hot as fuck out. Hey, how are you?
Gotcha.
Hot as
Gotcha.
fuck.
I understand.
Yeah,
I understand. I understand.
Yo, it's so hot that last week we hired a guy. Okay, we hired a guy, and he started on Monday. He quit at 2:30 on Monday afternoon and has not been back since.
Jesus Christ.
Damn.
Yeah,
What was he
man.
doing? Like, what kind of work was plumbing? I know, but like,
It's plumbing. Yeah, he was out. We had him outside at a job, and it's one of those things where
This
it's
isn't
like,
me, bro.
and the worst part is, and I'm not making fun of the guy or anything because it is hot outside, but it was nice on Monday. It was like not even in the 90s, So it's like, come on, man, like, come on. I play golf in this all the time. Come on.
it's like we gave you a layup, dude. Come on,
Come on.
come on.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
hasn't
if
hasn't
it's-
been back since. So
Don't be gay.
I mean, you think it's worse? Is it worse to like be in the heat or to like fuck with poop? You know what I mean? Like it's plumbing.
Or both.
Well,
Yeah,
I don't.
both at the same time. Jeez.
I don't
Hot
don't-
poop.
fuck with poop.
No, thank you.
Well, you're
Look at
just like the secretary, right?
You set up people to fuck with the hot poop.
Yeah, but like,
Right.
you know what? It's actually funny. We had a guy tell us the other day. He was like, "Man, I never understood why like plumbers and like tradesmen make so much money." And then his sewer backed up, and he had literally shit in his bathtub, and he was like, "All right,
Yeah.
I get it. I don't even want to mess with my own shit.
Yeah.
You guys are
They do all
messing
the
with
shit that-
other people's shit.
Yeah.
All right, I get it. You got okay.
They
I
charge
get
good
it. I
money
get
for
it.
it too, man.
What a shit job.
Oh,
I
Everybody
worked
always-
construction for the longest time, and that was like, not dealing with shit, but yeah, it still sucked climbing in attics and
Yeah.
shit. And
Oh,
dude, insulating someone's fucking like roof in the attic in the summer It's
Miserable.
a fucking hell job, dude. That
Right.
shit is so itchy. It sucks so much. And I'm like, I'm so glad I don't have to do that anymore. I did it for a long time. Before my touring days, I was a construction dude with my dad.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, I suffered through the summers because he didn't want to do that shit. He was like, Tim, go fucking insulate the whole house. You fucking asshole. But I did it.
Cool, Dad.
And-
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Thanks, Dad. Then he would take me out for beers later. I'd be like, all right. But my fucking whole face is pink and itchy and like,
This beer tastes good.
yeah.
But yeah, we're just gonna do a kind of a loose one. But you know what? Hey, let's fucking. Do you want to cover the news topics that we have first?
Let's
before
do it.
just
We have
kinda,
some good
like-
ones. Yeah, we have some good ones. I think we should start with the guitar one. I think that one's a
Yep.
banger.
That one is a banger.
'Cause this is the dumbest shit I've ever seen.
Yes. All right. Taylor Swift ranked as the 8th best guitarist of the past 2 decades.
What?
This one was
That can't be real.
obviously well, and if you take a look at the list of ranked guitarists, it obviously has nothing to do with like talent. It's more just popular bands that have people in the band that might touch a guitar every now and then.
Jim,
exactly
Jim,
what it is.
Jim Root's on it. Jim Root.
Jim
is on
Root.
it.
I mean, yeah, but he's like in one of the biggest metal bands that there is, so he's gonna fall in there somewhere. Is it gonna be like top 5? No, because no one
Right,
respects
right.
metal in the mainstream. But Taylor Swift even making it on the list is laughable when it comes to the technicality of playing a guitar. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
so
I am.
I mean, even when with like Tom DeLonge is on that list too, right? And
He's
it's
number
like,
9.
and it's like, do you think that he is on this list because he is one of the best guitarists? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Skill-wise, no, I respect him as a human.
It's
and,
true.
like, his journey and stuff.
right. And, this has nothing to do with songwriting or, dating a professional football player or anything.
Well,
Look, well, that's what I would think of when it comes to a guitar list. But I mean, I said it wrong. This probably does has something to do with dating a professional football player. So
Yeah, but
It's
she
funny.
made him famous. She made him famous. Like,
Really?
let's be
When
real.
Like before the pod started and you said you were going to talk about Taylor Swift, I thought you were going to bring her up as maybe she's going to have a cameo in the Deadpool Wolverine movie. That's what I thought.
There's been a lot of that is true. We can talk about that later, but there's
Yeah.
so many back and forths with that it's hard to tell if she is going to be in it because
I feel like
Don't
she'd make
make
a good
me
dad.
boycott the movie.
I feel like she'd make a good Dazzler though.
yeah, but
That's
we
true.
don't want her. We don't
Just
want her to
saying.
stick around as Dazzler in any more movies, though. You know what I mean? So,
I mean, she might not suck.
but we are doing multiversal stuff in the Deadpool movie. So,
Yeah.
what the heck?
Could just be a variant. Could just be a cameo.
That's true.
Oh, yeah.
But Tim, what do you have? What do you have? To say about this list with Taylor Swift being on the top 10 guitarists
Top 20
for the past?
This is a
top 20.
Well, but she is in the top 10. You're right. Yeah.
Right. And
What do I have to say? I didn't even know she could play guitar.
Right.
I think that's where I stand on that.
I think if it was a real top 20 best guitarist list, there would be a lot more extreme music. You know.
Absolutely.
Whether it be like thrash or like, different kinds of metal, just because, I mean, even
We the best music,
dude, I don't, I did like Polyphia at one point, haven't really cared about them lately, but I would still consider them to be in the top 20, just
Yeah.
because they're so nerdy guitarists,
Yeah.
the,
like,
I
buried,
saw
the
them
buried
recently.
alive
They-
guys.
yeah.
Polyphia rules fucking live, dude. They fucking killed it.
Yeah, and so it's just the type of thing where all of us that come from heavy music backgrounds, we're going to talk about a top 20 best guitarists, and some of these on this list are so sad to see.
I
on
don't
here.
think many of these would be in our top 20 guitarists
Oh,
at all.
I doubt. Yeah, I mean, like I said, even I respect Blink-182 and I love Blink-182, but I would never be like, Tom DeLonge is a sick technical guitarist.
Well,
you know
so
what I mean?
so what is the list like? so they say what does the title say? The last 2 decades. What is it, Toby?
It was last 2 decades or something.
I just want to see the title. Taylor Swift ranked as the 8th best guitarist. Okay. So what are they basing this on? Are they basing it on like how Lil Wayne played the guitar that one time and it wasn't even plugged in? Like, is that what they're basing this off of? Because
people you think that didn't play guitar, that's what they're ranking. Like,
because
Because
like,
you didn't know.
You didn't know that she played guitar, but out of the people that you didn't know play guitar, she ranks 8th.
Yeah.
Dude, like,
whatever.
like the fact that Dave Grohl isn't on the list is insane to me.
That's
like if
fair
we're gonna
too.
go pop,
Yeah.
if we're gonna go pop star, like they mean they're very popular. But where's Wes Borland? Wes Borland, Limp Bizkit's fucking playing to hundreds of thousands of people at these festivals. Everybody's loving it. Where's Wes Borland? Shut the fuck up, Taylor Swift. Get the fuck out of here with that dumb
It
shit.
just seems like whoever was working for this, article, they were just like, "Yo, Rob, you got anything this week?" "Not really." "Give me a list of your favorite bands that you heard in the last week that you can." And then he's like, "Yeah, I got it. I'll write some shit down." And they're like, "By the way, the list is done, and it's about guitarists. So we'll just put it on the cover. We'll put that on the cover. All these bands have guitars, right?" "I think so."
Like I get John Mayer. Like I'm just trying to figure out what the list is based on. That's all. Like because like you said, Tom DeLonge, he's not the best guitar player, but he has wrote some really killer riffs, and they're iconic.
Yeah.
What?
I'm glad he's back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too.
Glad he's back
Me
in the
too.
band, yeah.
But like,
it just doesn't seem to have anything to do with guitar talent.
yeah,
You know
no,
what I mean?
it doesn't. I think it's just notable guitar players, right? Like people who you know or who other people know played guitar for a band that is popular. Because like I thought when you sent the article, I was like, "Oh, Taylor Swift's guitar player." That's what I thought, and then I saw Taylor Swift, and I was like,
Or Taylor Swift songwriter.
Yeah. They probably just looked online at the top viewed pictures of artists holding guitars, and like these were like the most repeated people to be
Could
I
have
guess, dude.
Yeah.
It's like
I get it,
somebody's gonna click on this and have it featured on their podcast.
Oh, so hold on. I'm actually reading this article rather than I hadn't read it fully. So it says that there
Does
was
it say gotcha at the bottom?
no, it says there was a poll.
Got you fuckers.
It was a poll conducted by UK-based guitar retailer Guitar. So there was a poll.
Right.
So wait, what is Guitar? Is that a
So this isn't like a Rolling Stone thing. This is like
No.
just a joke.
This is about something. It's from a place that doesn't matter.
I think they got us.
Well, now
God
it makes me
damn it.
wonder if it's like a brand deal. Like these are all guitarists that use this guitar, and I'm trying to dig into that to see if maybe that's what the list really is. Is like, well, they all shred the same guitar.
Jim Root does play Fender. He had a custom Fender made. I bet I'm pretty sure that's what John Mayer plays. Oh, you might be right. It could be a Fender thing.
Is that what Blink 182 plays too?
I'm pretty sure that's what he used to play. Yeah, just a little Telecaster. Or, well, no, it might have been a Strat. Pink one? Oh, wait, no, that was Mark that played the pink one.
I think he has a sky blue one, if I'm not mistaken.
But I'm just saying, like, it might be a Fender thing. Either way, this list is stupid, and we fell for it, but fuck them.
All right, sick intro.
I think that someone was like, like what are your top like 20 guitarists, and they just started naming the bands or musicians they knew. They're like,
yeah,
well, I know this person, and that's what it is. It's just the top 20 bands they listen to or artists.
Yeah, it's like if we were compiling a list of the best breakfasts in the world, and then you just asked me what I had for the past week, and that was the list.
That's the list, yeah.
It's like I had pancakes one day, I had a breakfast burrito one day, and it's like best breakfast foods in the world.
Oh, dude, breakfast burritos are the best.
I had
breakfast foods.
On Wednesday. I had some Red Hots.
I started drinking
so
at 6 a.m. I had some Budweiser.
Bloody Mary
Yeah.
Yeah.
with a piece of bacon in it.
We said breakfast. Yeah.
Yeah, that's breakfast champions right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know.
Anyways,
Go ahead.
I think the point is everything is awful, and everything that you click on now is just clickbait, and it's not backed up by any sort of information, and we're here to capitalize on it.
Yeah, dude. For real. Cause that's stupid.
Yeah. Anyone else have anything to say about Taylor Swift being on
I do.
best guitarist list? Yeah, let's hear
Not
it.
that,
Get it
but
all
I
out.
do. I do have a black metal Taylor Swift shirt that I
Right.
got for my daughter's Taylor Swift birthday party.
Nice.
I was gonna wear it today because we were talking about her, but then I was like, I don't like Taylor Swift, so I'm not gonna wear it. So I just didn't. Sorry.
I mean,
Here's my story.
I actually do like some Taylor Swift shit.
I would give her
Just gonna be
5
upfront.
songs.
I'm gonna be upfront. I do like some of it.
Right. But it's a little overhyped,
Yeah.
right?
I think so as well.
Like
Well-
my brother was telling me the other day that he paid $250 for Missy Elliott tickets per ticket. And I was like, okay, well that's a little high. I don't know if I would pay that much, $250 for Missy Elliott tickets, even though I love Missy Elliott and I would love to go to a Missy Elliott show.
Did you get your freak on,
But-
dog?
Yeah. But his response was, well, Taylor Swift tickets go for like $1,000 a pop, right?
Yeah,
So I did
nuts.
good. And I was like, no, not necessarily. Like, you know what I mean? Let's not compare it to the biggest cult in the world. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, dude.
like
For real, I
I've
agree
seen-
with that.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like we still have the only reason things are so big is because so many people demand it, and then it becomes this outrageous, corporate entity, that they could just pretty much essentially, it's like saying like inflation, and you find out inflation was just an idea created by a bunch of people that wanted more money out of you, right? You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know, it's fucking bullshit to me to charge that much to go to see someone sing some songs.
Yeah.
So
There is one ticket that I kind of regret not going to see.
Uh-huh.
Ever since the HBO like full performance came out, the Lady Gaga Chromatica tour. Yo, if you have a chance to watch that, fucking sick. The costume changes, the choreography, the set, fucking phenomenal.
yeah.
Gaga fucking kills it, dude.
Dude, she fucks, dude. She
Yeah.
really does kill it. I like
looking
her.
at that. I was like, I would pay like $300 for a ticket to go see that. Just have a good time with like my wife and her friends and stuff, and just fucking go see like a fucking actual like production like at that scale. It's fucking crazy.
Right.
Yeah,
No, I would
not
fuck
Taylor
with that.
Not Taylor
Yeah.
Swift dancing around like
Yeah,
a glittery
it's
dress. Like,
Because like
So-
the Swifties are insane, man. Like we'll probably
are,
get
yeah.
shit on because of it. Like I'm not taking anything away from her. She's very talented and she deserves all the fame that she has. I'm not taking
Oh, yeah.
anything away from her. I just don't fucking care. Like
Yeah.
Right.
I think Korn should be selling out arenas everywhere, not Taylor Swift. But that's just who I am. You know what I mean? Like it's not what.
Right.
it's not what I
Corn
prefer.
is, yeah. Corn sells out arenas, not stadiums though.
Yeah, well, yeah,
selling
but,
out
like-
stadiums.
Yeah.
So like
Football
if
stadium.
my daughter was like, "Hey, will you take me?" Fuck yeah, I'll take her and I'll have a good fucking time. But like it's just not like she's like the what's Frankie from Amir. Like how many ex-boyfriends does she have? You know, he sings about all his ex-girlfriends in his music. Taylor Swift's like equivalent. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, this one broke my heart. Oh, I'm gonna kill this one. Oh, this one broke my heart. Like, dude, come the fuck on. How many boyfriends suck? And at what point do you go, maybe I suck? That's why my boyfriend sucked. Like, you know what I mean?
Well,
like, when do you?
Based on what I've seen, I don't think Travis Kelce sucks that much. He's won a couple Super Bowls. He seems like a
Oh,
kind of
yeah, dude. That
dude.
dude.
His brother looks like a fucking beast of a man. I would love to fucking party with him.
I want to
dude.
party with his brother for sure.
Jason Kelce, dude. Hell
Dude,
yeah,
Jason
dude.
Kelce. Even though he's a Philadelphia Eagle and fuck the Eagles,
Yeah,
but like for
I'm a
real though,
lifetime Giants fan. You're Cowboys, right?
yeah, fuck the Eagles. Yeah.
Also, fuck you, but
and also fuck you too. But we're friends.
also
We
fuck the
made it
Eagles
work.
together. Yeah.
but like Travis Kelce
They're all
is probably
fictional
cool as
characters.
Yeah.
Fictional
character.
characters. But I get it. It's cool. She's cool. But like, come on. Like
I just think that, like, look, we're all gonna write songs about the things that we're distraught about. You know what I mean? But the reaction from her fans is what drives me crazy. Like when that album came out, in which most people are saying that that new album isn't great, which, you know what I mean? Anybody who says that is probably being honest. You know, whenever it's like a huge cult following of the biggest pop star in the world or whatever. But I was watching some Papa Meat. If you don't know what that is,
Yes, Papa Meat.
Meat Canyon
Awesome.
is a YouTube where he does like really creepy cartoons and stuff, and then he does his own reactions. But he reacted to a bunch of stuff when that album came out, and people were just full blown doing listening parties as groups of people, and like anything, like any memorable line or part of a song that kind of stood out, the whole rooms of girls would just be like,
Yeah.
I can't believe she said that. And it's like, I have played music, you know, for a long time, and I've been super obsessed with a lot of bands, but I'm not like, did you hear that? I'm just kind of like,
this song is about me. This is me.
Yo.
Oh my God, she wrote this for me.
I'm like, yo, listen to this breakdown. Sick.
Yeah,
Like I'm not freaking out writing in my diary. And
that's why we're so cool. That's why we're so fucking cool, dude.
Goddamn right.
That is.
Have y'all?
Toby and I just send breakdowns to each other.
That's it. All
No,
day
We
it's
long.
just
Jingle
send
us,
breakdowns to each other.
We love a band that we get it fucking tattooed on us. And shit.
Right.
Fuck
That is
yeah.
accurate. Yeah, we do that.
Have you guys ever seen that? There's a
We scream in silence.
there's a video or something that shows all the parts where Taylor Swift rhymes car and bar, and it's like it's so often. It's too many songs for someone to rhyme car and bar
Have
together.
not. That's hilarious.
I'll find it for you guys and send it to you later. But it's like once you start looking through her lyrics and stuff, it's like every 2 songs it's car and bar somewhere in the song.
Nice.
Dude. But you know what? Talking about this.
Two words that technically shouldn't go together. Car
No,
and
no.
bar.
No.
No, but basically,
How many-
we have talked.
how many
We've talked
Swifties
about
have
this
DUIs?
before. They're listening to it, crying in their car,
Yeah.
swerving back and forth. No, but we've talked about this before, and I feel like this it applies here. Is the fan base of Taylor Swift kind of ruins Taylor Swift for a lot of people?
Yeah.
Like just
good
like
point.
just you know, we've talked about with so many other bands, like the Spirit Box fans, they'll ruin it. They ruin Spirit Box because they get mad when somebody says, "Oh, I wish they played more breakdowns in their music." I'm not saying the music sucked. I just said I like breakdowns. I'm not being a dickhead.
Yeah.
I think Taylor Swift is talented, like I said before, but her fans fucking ruin it. Like that shit with Dave Grohl and Taylor Swift, where Dave Grohl took a shot at Taylor Swift and the Swifties, you know, were blah blah blah. Like, why? Leave it the fuck alone. Who cares?
He was just trying
She's
to
the
stir
big-
the pot.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I love it,
Yeah. Yeah.
but he can't.
Dude, I gotta say, Dave Grohl is like top 3 people that I would love to like sit down and just have a drink with, and
Yeah.
just like
I would
fucking
barbecue
shoot
with
shit
him in a heartbeat because he's a killer barbecue man. Too.
Yeah, I've heard very good things about it. He's like a just fucking awesome dude. So I definitely want to hang out with Dave Grohl at some point.
Dude, it's not fair that there's so much cool in one person. Have you ever thought
Yeah.
about how many cool things he got to do? It's not fair.
Yeah,
He needs to save some for other people.
and it only further solidified it when I saw the Hot Ones with him on it. He was just like drinking Blacktooth grins with fucking the host and shit. I was like, fuck, man.
Yeah.
Love to get just fucking share tour stories with that dude. Just fucking.
I don't even
Do
want
the
to talk
damn
about
thing.
music. I just want to be around. His energy seems so dope.
Yeah.
Like just
Yeah.
like his kids hate him. You know what I mean? Like, oh God, Dad, you're so embarrassing. Like, how sick? Like, my dad's pretty cool, whatever. But if my dad was Dave Grohl, it would be the coolest fucking thing in the world.
Yeah.
It would be so awesome. But whatever, I guess. But
I would also love to hang out with Bill. I would also like to party with Bill Murray.
Yes.
Hands down.
Yeah.
I'll never believe you.
I'm gonna say Jack.
Just
Black for
like
me.
share a bottle of whiskey until it's done.
I'm gonna throw Jack
And they'll
Black
be like,
in there.
no one will ever believe you. And they'll vanish.
That's one of mine. Is Jack Black. I would totally love to.
Oh yeah,
kick
Jack
it.
Black's a good one
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Ugh.
No, not
Oh,
Jack Black
okay.
fan.
Hold on. So
Yeah, here we go.
I used to not be a Jack Black fan. Okay. Finally, I admitted one day, I was like, you know what? I do like Jack Black. I shouldn't hate on him as much as I do.
Yeah.
My one complaint, fucking Jack Black, is the stupid fucking singing shit that he does for every goddamn role that he fucking plays. The bim 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 shit that he fucking constantly does. It's like, dude, we get it. You're a musician. That's cool, man. But stop.
But he created that, though.
Why did he need to do that in year one?
That's
What did year one have to do with him fucking making music with his mouth? Aside from it being a shit movie, what
I actually
did
never
he
thought.
fucking
Year one,
Right off the bat, I was like, I'm not going to see that movie
Year one's
ever
good.
in my life.
in a shit way.
Yeah,
I
same.
love it.
I didn't mind it. It wasn't my favorite movie, but it had its funny parts. But I still don't like Nacho Libre. And if Rabbit was here, he'd be mad at me. I'm pretty sure he likes
Dude,
that
Nacho
movie.
Libre,
I don't like Nacho Libre, dude.
go away. Read some books.
Look,
See, you laugh. You like it.
there,
You like it.
there are
You got
three
it, dude.
Jack Black movies.
Out.
Three Jack Black movies that matter.
All right, let's hear it.
And you cannot fucking best ones. Saving Silverman, number one, obviously.
One of the best movies of all time.
Definitely.
One of
time.
the best movies of all time. Orange County, number two.
County
Orange County.
You cannot
I'll give
change
you that
my
one.
fucking mind. And
Give you that
3,
one.
School of Rock, obviously.
School of
Other
Rock.
than that, I don't give a fuck about his movies. Like he was,
Pick a Destiny, dude.
Pick a Destiny. I'll give you that
but
one.
that's different. That's Tenacious
Pick a
D. That's not
Destiny.
Tenacious D is a different entity. It's
He's
not
good at
Jack
Cable
Black.
Guy.
I
was gonna say Cable-
That was
Cable
cool.
Guy.
But he, like, I'm just saying, like, those are my 3 favorite Jack Black movies. And I guess,
But
he
you
was,
kept
like,
agreeing that that movie's good too, even after your 3.
yeah, but I'm saying my 3. No, my 3 favorite. Those are my top 3 Jack Black movies.
And he was
There's
the sickest
movies that are
fuck
good.
Koopa, dude.
he was.
Dude,
pretty
he
good.
was.
Oh, yeah,
That's
he
where I
was
was
good.
going
Koopa.
next.
Koopa.
That's why I came on here and apologized for all the Jack Black hate, because my daughter and I watched that movie and I was like, okay, he actually killed it as Koopa. Like,
But he did
for
do the
real.
singing thing again. Peaches, peaches.
Yeah,
He always has to do
but
it.
that, but that was cool though. That was
It was
cool.
cool.
Like it called for it, and it was okay. But otherwise, he just does it all the fucking time. Just
So listen,
come on.
the fun thing to think about this too is you said Saving Silverman is the best one, right? Very top,
Yeah.
right? Top of the
It
list.
is the top one. Yeah.
I totally agree too. But that was when he was so fresh that when in the movie they have a cover band, a Neil Diamond cover band, and he isn't even the lead vocalist in that band because he was so fresh to acting at the time.
It was awesome.
Steve Zahn is the lead singer of that band.
That dude does not get enough love at all. He does not
Right.
get enough love.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
agreed.
But Saving Silverman and Orange County, if you guys, anybody has not seen those movies, you got to go watch them. Those movies are
Yeah.
incredible.
That's my favorite jacket. I love this shit. Anyways, yeah, this is obviously went into a lot of ranting. It started off as Taylor Swift, and then
Look,
it went into Jack
I'm
Black
sorry.
for some reason. But no, this is what we're here for. You know what I mean? This is
I mean, what else are we going to talk about? It's Ronnie Radke hasn't done anything in like 3 weeks. So what the fuck else are we going to talk about?
We have someone in the chat, Slunkster. Shout out Tenacious D cameo in Biodome. Oh shit.
Biodome
Yeah,
as
they
well.
were in
Yeah, dude.
Biodome, dude. Yeah, I forgot about that.
What about whenever in Saving Silverman, whenever he hooks Darren up with is it Judith? Yeah, Judith. They're like, go and talk to her. He goes and talks to her.
Come
and
on.
then
Come
some
on.
other guy
Come
comes. Some other guy comes to try and hit on her, and it's KG.
It's Cage, yeah.
He's
Hello.
like,
Hello.
he goes, some
I
people
love
drop.
you.
Yeah, he goes, yeah. Some people use cheesy pickup lines, but I use magic.
Yeah. I love you, bro.
Juan
Satan?
Hernandez is in the chat. I don't know who that is. What? The D is in Biodome? I'm here for Tim. Okay. Anyways, Juan
Is that Juan?
Hernandez.
Did you say Juan Hernandez? First off,
Yeah.
look, I'm going to say something. Juan, fact that you're trying to talk about another state fair outside of the state of Texas, you can go fuck yourself, dude. I love
Yeah.
you, Juan.
To give
I love
context to anybody
You're a fucking
watching,
idiot.
He's one of our friends that in the matter of a week moved to Minnesota for a job, and now he's trying to get us to come to Minnesota for their
Gross.
state fair. Why would we go to your state fair when we live in Texas?
The worst part about it is that he's got big text.
Definitely a hike.
He's got big text tattooed on his arm, and he's still trying to get us to go to Minnesota State Fair. Fuck you, Juan. Forgot where you came from, dog, and that's not cool.
Also, Juan has always been obsessed with, what do you know, Within the Ruins.
So he is.
Hey, what's up, dude?
So now that Tim is not in Within the Ruins, would you be able to talk to him without shitting a nugget in your
really true.
panties?
It's really true. Juan, I do love you. I love you, Juan. I do mean that. I'm sorry. I love you.
Let's talk, dude.
I just like to
What's on your mind?
hate love Juan, you know what I mean? Like I give him the most vicious comments and he's like, you only say that because you love me.
True. I do. I love him. I can't help but hate the things he says. That's all it is.
Exactly. You know, he'll say things like, have you heard the new Avenged Sevenfold? It's really good.
Yikes. Yikes.
Yeah.
He does. No, and one of his favorite bands is Five Finger Meth Punch too. So he's all about them too.
Yeah. He loves that shit. It's because he was in the military, dude. Give him a break.
Why'd you like my band?
Tractor pull, baby.
No, he did every time. Like you guys would come to town, he would be like, "Yo, are we going? Are we going?" Yeah. All right, come on, let's go.
Hell yeah. Shout out, Juan.
But what was some other news stuff that we had on?
We got the beer company logo thing.
I don't know how to say this band's name.
Yeah,
go ahead.
None of us do.
Look, I'm half illiterate, so I'm not going to try to read that.
I have friends that love that band, and I still have no idea who.
Yeah, so my friend Kev Muller. I don't know if you guys know him. He sings for Alluvial. He used to be in Suffocation for a little bit.
Okay.
He loves this band, and every time I hang out with him, I'm like, "How do you say the fucking band's name?" He goes, "Sanguisigabog," and I'm like, and he's like, "Now say it fast." I'm like, "I gotta give it every time." I mean, to their credit, like they're that band with the hard to pronounce name, and they also slap. They're fucking heavy as shit.
Yeah, they're heavy as shit, dude.
They're fucking killing it right now. So I'm sorry if I can't still pronounce your name, even though like I've had it like broken down like a kindergarten. It's like syllable by syllable, and I still can't fucking pronounce it.
So is this their logo?
So I think what happened, I just kind of skimmed through this article. I think it's a beer company that's in the same state as that band says, Sonsongabog. Or they pretty much repeated their logo and made it the brewing company and like tagged them in the release and was like, hey, check out our new beer or whatever, and was like kind of just, you know, being like, we ripped off your logo for our beer. And it was just kind of a friendly nod at them.
Gotcha.
Because they're from the same state.
Interesting.
And it's also illegible.
It's definitely a splat logo.
Yeah.
I mean, we have a game. We started playing a game on this show for these kind of logos because you can't read them hardly.
Hardly ever, yeah.
That's what makes them cool.
I can't stand it. I can't. I've loved this music for so long, and I just couldn't. I've never been I don't think I've ever had a shirt that was one of those type of logos, except "See You Next Tuesday." That's the only one but it's still legible.
I'm wearing one right now.
Yeah, I can't read that. What is that? What is it?
Hold on.
They taught me a trick. You have to squint at it. You have to squint.
I can't. I see a
Does it say
B.
stab?
That's all I see.
Stab?
It's a band called Stabbing.
Oh, look at that! I did it!
Yeah, Stabbing.
Look at you.
They have a badass female fucking vocalist, dude. They're sick as fuck.
Oh yeah, dude. I'm gonna check them out.
Yeah.
That sounds dope.
I see. I won't listen to them because of that logo.
I saw him for the first time. Forget who I saw him with. Yeah, so somewhere in Brooklyn, and I was just like, I'm very impressed. I bought the shirt. And I was like, fuck yeah, respect.
I think there are a lot of really good splatter logos that are still legible, that are very classic at this point. Like, I mean, not trying to toot my own horn, but the old Splatter Iwabo logo is pretty memorable.
That one's not bad at all. It's still legible.
The Suicide Silence original logo is pretty classic. All Shall Perish had a Splatter logo.
Was one of my favorites. Yeah.
Yeah.
See You Next Tuesday, obviously, that's always been my favorite one.
Yeah.
It's always been my favorite
But
one.
that's the thing. It's still like you can still make out letters. It's just there's slimy stuff and pokey things coming off of these other ones.
Yeah.
And it's always like there's too much. It's too much. You can't.
Like they dropped their logo into a big bat. It's like a Batman origin story, right? They dropped their logo into a big bat of toxic chemical.
Oh, dude.
Sometimes like you gotta know. It's like if you know the band.
Right. But it's like pretty punk rock to be like, hey, we're selling our shirts that no one will ever be able to read.
No, that is stupid. I hate when I see a flyer and you have to fucking bracket what the band's name is because it's unlegible. That's stupid.
Dude,
there's an amount of respect that comes with it, though. You know what I mean? Like, we don't care how far our name goes.
They're doing it on purpose,
right?
And there's some people that actually look for that, like the logo you can't read, and then in parentheses, is like they'll go look up that band, right, and see how fucking ridiculous they sound.
Right.
Yeah, it's true.
But it's already like I was talking about this the other day. It's already hard. You could even sell, legible names, but there are still going to be times where you play the sickest fucking set and someone in the crowd is like, man, they were the sickest band I've ever seen. What were they called again? I don't know. Oh well, let's get a beer. So what are we really doing when we sell legible shirts?
Yeah, that's why I made sure with the new band I was like, because my wife designed our logo for Bloodthrone. I was like, make it like the cross between like Behemoth and like something else, something within that realm where it's like legible, but it's still like kind of sick,
right?
So we're like reads well on a shirt. I was like, yeah.
So
sick.
I mean, this little pattern has been happening for a while though, of like the "Can I Pet Your Dog" and shirts like this.
Yeah,
I think these are funny just because of how ridiculous it is. And I've seen the Taylor Swift one. Like, did you say you had?
Yeah, that's what I have. Yeah, that's what I have.
And that's funny.
Yeah.
But it's still like, I don't know.
No, I get it. It's dumb as shit.
Dude, I especially noticed it like where our shop is. We're in the Bushwick neighborhood of Brooklyn, and the style there is like so ridiculous. Like you can have someone walking around in like extra large. It's kind of like new metal fashion from back in the day, where it's like extra large shirts,
Jinkos,
R2K, dude.
Whoa, don't hate that so much.
The whole style we used to do, but like shitty though.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And like they're wearing shirts that they look like death metal font, but it's saying something completely ridiculous. And I'll like walk by, I'm like, hey, sick shirt, and they'll be like, what? Like they don't even understand what I'm fucking saying. I'm like, it's death metal, right?
And that's the thing. Rappers are doing this kind of like stuff now too. Like it's their I don't know. They're stealing all the metal stuff that was popular, within the last 15, 20 years. It's really weird. Like,
which kind of bodes well for metal bands, but at the same time, it's like, hey, like you should know where that shit comes from, right?
Right.
It's not just like a fucking crazy font that someone came up with one day.
Well,
like it came from somewhere.
I think we just need to bring back big lettered shirts. If they're going to steal death metal shirts, let's just bring back big letter shirts.
Yes.
The foil shirt?
Big. Yeah, big.
Can we bring
foil
a foil
shirts,
dude?
Foil shirts.
Those foil shirts.
If any of the bands that I love bring back foil shirts, I'll fucking buy every single goddamn one of them.
Dude, Despised Icon had the sickest foil.
Yeah.
So did Whitechapel. The fucked and Left for Dead Whitechapel shirt with the big lettering. That was so sick. And then the Pending Doom was pretty cool. The Stay Positive, and then the Stay Brutal one that I forget who put out that one was sick too.
I don't know. I think Lygia had a couple good ones too.
Oh yeah! Oh my god!
Well, I'm obviously,
Iwabo, yeah, metal just got gay. We get it.
Just got
Get your fucking horn some more, dude.
No.
We get it. Toot toot.
Well, the problem with those shirts though, you wash them 3 times and they're fucked.
Dead.
You
They're
never.
done.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah.
So done.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So dead.
Ruins had one that said "Don't be a fucking bitch," and then like I think we did like 2 runs of the foil shirts, and then we just stopped. We just printed it like just straight white on black.
Yeah.
Those fucking
Yeah, the
foil
foil.
shirts.
Well,
The foil
me
does
and
not wash well.
Well, me and Fuzz had a big letter shirt for Surrounded by Monsters. We always talk about this, but it just said "fuck your mosh," and then it said potatoes underneath. So it was like, "Fuck your mosh."
And then on the back of the shirt by the butt, so nobody would see it, it said sausage fest.
Sausage party.
Sausage
Or
party.
was it-
Was it sausage? It
yeah.
was sausage fest.
Maybe it was
Sausage
sausage
Fest.
fest. Yeah.
Yeah. And so we
It
would
was a very
fold the
confusing
shirts
shirt.
so you couldn't see it. People would buy it, and it was like pink. It was big font, and then the potatoes was in death metal font, and then on the back of the shirt it said Sausage Fest. And we would fold it so people couldn't see it, and they would buy it, and they'd be like, "What the fuck is this?"
That's incredible.
It didn't make sense, you know. That's what we were going for.
Oh,
We
good
have some
times.
more. We have some more comments right here. Slunkster, haha. That logo looks like a sneeze mark. Y'all should have had that in death metal font game. Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Should have done
It's
it.
really
Well,
true. We should have. Yes.
But you know, sometimes we're playing death metal font game every day in our lives. You know what I mean? Whenever
True,
whenever
dude.
we
It's
see
true.
whenever we see that, you know, 23-year-old walk by and we're like, "What band is that?" And they're like, "What are you talking about,
Yeah.
dog? This is
Just
just
says I like
my-
puppies.
This is my grandma's shirt."
Oh, this I had this
What are you
artist
talking about,
make
dude?
this for me. It's artists. This is what
Yeah.
they do.
They're like, "Nah, this is just the house cleaning business that I
Or like
run."
I'll see people walk by in like a Pantera shirt or like a Metallica shirt. I'll give like you see someone you give the nod
Yeah.
as you're walking
Yeah.
by, and they'll be like,
Yeah, Cowboys from Hell, brother. Yeah.
"You don't know at all. You don't know anything about that. Okay, you're just wearing it because it looks cool."
Juan
What?
says that's all I wear, and he also says he disagrees with you, Toby, about the death metal font. So
Ah.
that's fun. Yeah, pretty cool.
Don't worry,
man.
Toby. Don't take it to heart. It's just one.
Yeah, it is just fun. Slunkster also said number 12 did a Death Sticks logo shirt once. It was sick.
Forget about number
It
12.
was a sick,
Number 12
like an iron on.
Number 12
It was
looks
thick like an iron on, but it peeled off. Yeah.
Oh,
that's
shit.
Yeah. Yeah, you wash it twice and it's donezo. So. Also, Slunkster. Also, we're gonna skip Juan's because he's just like babbling. I don't know what that guy's saying. But Juan did say it's an art form, y'all. Slunkster says jamming Great Malenko in my Jinkos. Oh yeah, dude, that should be on a shirt. That should be on a shirt.
Yes.
Hell
Jamming Great Malenko
Drinking
in my
Fago,
Jinkos.
dude. Drinking that Moon Mist, dog. Yeah.
Or that Moon Tang.
Oh, yeah, that Moon Tang, baby. Yeah, hell yeah.
Juan says we need to bring back color changing shirts like hyper colors, dude. That would be sick. We should
Come on, just
for
stop
bands,
talking.
dude. Can you? If a band sold a hypercolor shirt with their logo on it, that'd be sick as fuck, right?
It would be cool,
No.
but because it was
Except for-
Juan's idea, it's terrible.
That's true. But when you were in Texas, you wouldn't know it's a hypercolor shirt until you like got back up north.
Yeah. It's true. Anyway.
But what other? Do
The-
we have any more?
Yeah, the only
stories
other thing
after
we had
just-
is well, we're still talking about
JoJo
merch.
Siwa shit?
Yeah, the oh yeah.
It's been really fun to talk about JoJo Siwa lately, you know, because she has been. Oh, Tim's holding the mic up to Winnie's
Is-
snoring.
is-
palate.
She's snoring. Is she snoring?
She's a good
Listen.
girl.
She just stopped.
She's like,
She
"Fuck."
knows.
But yeah, lately
Dude,
JoJo Siwa has been in the news a lot. She is she's trying to make a bad girl comeback. She's leaving all the kid stuff behind. No more bows, no more multicolored stuff. Now she's doing back sparkly black, like death metal sparkles instead of But yeah, she ripped off the Tool logo to put JoJo on it. So that's pretty cool of her, right?
I mean, at least she
I mean,
changed
this
it
is
up.
kind of the same thing we were just talking about. Like, you know,
I feel
it's
like Maynard's like, fuck it.
all the Gen Z people just kind of
I don't
ripping off,
care.
ripping off metal stuff, just trying to make it their own. You know, it's
It's cool. I'm fine with it.
I mean, look,
Bring attention to it. You know,
if it's a ripoff, at least they changed it up. Because like, look at both designs. Like, it's what was that artist, the rapper that tried to take the Iron Maiden and just like traced it basically. At least this is a different sort of. I mean, it's the same idea, just different. I don't know. I give them a little bit of credit for at least having new artwork for it.
I don't, because dear fucking God, I have had all that I can take of this stupid human. Dear God, I would rather talk about Ronnie fucking Radke again and listen to anything about JoJo fucking Siwa, because we are making her. I would rather Ronnie Radke get more famous for being him than JoJo fucking Siwa. This girl needs to fucking stop. Dear fucking God,
I don't even know who she is. This is the first time I've ever heard of her.
Oh my God, are you serious right now?
I'm dead ass. Yeah.
Oh my God,
all
dude,
right.
it's
Yeah.
Toby,
pull
let's pull
something up.
Let's
Pull
pull a
the dance
picture up of old JoJo Siwa.
Oh, old JoJo.
And then we got to
old
pull up. Then we got to pull up the picture of her now with the stupid dance that she fucking does, and just.
So
she's like trying to be Miley Cyrus now. She was a pop star. She was on one of those Dance Mom shows. And
okay.
Go
on. There we go. Yeah, let's look at that one. She was on one of those dance shows, and eventually, with the help of her mom, they like created their own brand.
This bow right here is like her.
Yeah.
She
started selling like. They started selling like kids products and like got them into
bows,
like,
clothes,
major
dumb shit.
Companies like Walmart and Target were selling lots of JoJo Siwa stuff. Big, like the kid bop kind of fashion, like pop star that just only kids love. And she's recently grown up and she's trying to take the bad girl route now. So
she's going Miley Cyrus. Yeah, dude, gay, exactly. He's going Miley Cyrus, and dude, Bobby, can you pull up the interview where she said she's the first person to ever do that?
Yeah, let me see.
We pull that interview up, Toby. She straight up, dude. She comes on an interview and she straight up says, "I'm going in this direction because nobody has ever made this big of a shift before from what I was doing to now," and I'm like.
Yeah, and then
Miley Cyrus did this fucking years ago. I don't know what you're talking about.
Then she says, I'm starting a new genre of music. It's called gay pop. And I don't know if you know this, but like several pop artists are gay, and it's been since the beginning of time. So yeah, there's a lot of things that she's being very bold with her statements in trying to be original, but it's just not working. One of my favorite things that Papa Meat said he was like, look at this girl. Like they play her new song and she's like, I've been a bad girl. I did a bad thing. And he's like, look at this chick. She says she's gay and she said she's a bad girl, but she doesn't look like she's ever even eaten pussy. And I was like, oh my God, that's so true. She's probably like, oh, get that thing out of my face.
Dude, she looks like Gold Dust and fucking Gene Simmons had a kid. That's what she looks like.
Let's see if this I don't know if this is the right one.
Come on, Toby, pull the right Goldern interview up.
Is this?
Oh God, no, it's when she's in her makeup.
Is she in her makeup when she does? Okay.
Yeah, she's in her makeup when she says it. I'm pretty sure. But it's the most like it's all been so cringe, and then she dresses like Bob the fucking Builder now too. She wears fucking construction vests and carpenter pants.
Yeah,
and it's just like, please fucking stop it. I hate you. I hate that my daughter likes you. Please fucking stop it.
But also, like we were just talking about too, the other thing we were going to talk about with her is there was a show that she played, and during the concert on the mic, she's like, "Who just booed me? Who just booed me?" and like made a big deal out of it at her show, and there was a lot of people there, and now it's speculated that she was faking that somebody was booing just to be controversial. Just to get more
content.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Dude,
Yeah.
dude,
So.
I hate that I'm giving her this amount of attention. It makes me very mad.
Oh man, we should just have a whole show where we just talk about things like this, and it's like, is she actually gay? Did someone actually boo her? Has she ever ate pussy? And then you hit the logo. Do it.
Has she ever?
That's
amazing.
Like, if she looks like the type of person that if she did eat pussy, she'd be really bad at it.
Right.
Like, I mean, I don't know that, but I'm just saying there's a reason why she has a bunch of exes. That's all I'm fucking saying. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It's funny you did the because sorry to shift,
There you go.
but me and the wife were laying in bed last night at our hotel, surfing through channels, and the first Mortal Kombat movie came on
hell yeah.
Yes.
from the beginning,
From the 90s?
from the 90s.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
only Mortal Kombat
Hell
movie.
yeah.
What are you talking about, dude?
I mean, the newest one's pretty sick, but
Yeah,
It doesn't
it-
exist to me. Come on, dude.
The
Come on.
first
the new
one,
one,
I was like,
the new one had the mentality right.
yeah,
But it just kind of fumbled a little bit on the story.
Yeah.
But hey, we don't play Mortal Kombat games because of the story.
Yeah.
Oh.
dude, the first
Mortal
the
Kombat
first
and Mortal
movie-
Kombat Annihilation. Fuck, dude. Come on. Those movies.
Dude, we were watching it and like I left it on for a minute for her to like realize like what was happening and how like bad the acting was. And she looked over at me and I was like, "This is my fucking youth.
Yeah. Dude. And
This is so integral to
You
like who I
remember.
am."
dude, you remember who Sonya is? Veronica Vaughn.
Yeah,
Veronica
dude.
Vaughn. Dude, when she snaps fucking
Yeah.
what's his name's
Kano?
fucking neck. Kano's
Kano,
neck.
Yeah.
One of my favorite parts of that movie is when Kano's eating the turkey leg and he's spitting the
Yes.
food out while
Yeah.
he's eating. I love that fucking scene, dude.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Oh,
Fucking Goro, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, it's so
Hell yeah.
good.
Dude, it's funny because like I know we obviously know how cringy the movie is, like the acting wise, but like when the Goro scenes come up, I never realized like how long his screaming scenes are for.
Yeah.
He's just like, "No," and it's like 2 minutes later, he's still going, dude.
Yeah,
It's like we get it.
And
you
they-
have 4 arms.
Yeah,
fucking
and they
calm
literally like anytime he's fighting, it's just like a montage of people being thrown down.
Yeah. down. Yeah. And dude, that soundtrack was like that's how I found Fear Factory and shit.
Oh,
Like,
hell yeah.
That,
Yeah.
that soundtrack was so sick.
Bro, the first
Johnny
time
Cage versus Scorpion.
I ever
Oof.
sweat in my life
So
was
sick.
because that soundtrack was playing. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah,
I never even sweat
KMFDM,
before that.
fucking-
That was my first CD. The first CD I actually owned was the Mortal Kombat
Yeah.
soundtrack. I still have
Hell
those
yeah.
bitches. Hey, I
Dude,
did find
so
where
good.
she's talking about being a gay pop icon or
Yep.
whatever. If you
Send
wanna...
it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
I want to start a new genre of music. It's called gay pop.
Another unhinged JoJo
Oh,
Siwa
some
clip
kind
has
of
emerged.
bullshit.
The pop singer is super
Yeah.
Jojo, whatever.
Oh, dude.
Gay
Like,
pop.
Gay pop.
you get it. Gay pop.
Like-
She's like, I'm starting this genre. And it's like, nah, man. I think Queen and some other people did that like years ago.
Yeah.
I think that's been around.
Um,
That's a thing.
Yeah. I mean, Elton
Yeah.
John, maybe. I don't know. Just throwing those out there, you know.
Hey, can I run and pee real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Jesus,
cool?
dude.
We're
Sorry.
we'll catch up on these comments real quick while you go pee. Go.
Cool. Bye.
Let's see here. Let's get okay. Slongster says I mix up JoJo with Honey Boo Boo. I think
Same thing.
just
They're
completely
both
unaware.
they're
yeah.
both useless. Both
Yo,
of them are
oh,
as useless with the condom with the hole in it, dude. That's how
Slunk-
useless they are.
Slungster also says, "Oh, she came up with that one gay pop or whatever." Yeah, that's her.
That's her.
Yeah, I saw like a TikTok of her or something very odd. Worried for the youth much. Yes, we are too. I'm worried about myself too. You know, just living in this world with all these other people that are weirdos.
Dude. What's
Uh,
the word?
Juan Hernandez says, "No way, Fuzz. The new one was sick." Oh, he's talking about Mortal Kombat.
Heard the new one's
You
gonna be
wanna-
badass.
You want to yell at him real quick?
And no, I feel like I've in the group chat today. I felt like I said some mean things, so I don't want to keep yelling at him because I did say some mean things to him.
He takes it pretty good.
Yeah, I know, but I was just making a point. The other Mortal Kombat movies, the newest ones, it is good. I'm saying the things that made my life awesome, going to the movie rental place on Fridays, every Friday, and getting either Surf Ninjas, Three Ninjas,
Surf
or Mortal
Ninjas!
Kombat.
Holy shit, I haven't thought about Surf Ninjas.
Yeah, you're fucking welcome. Mortal Kombat and even Street Fighter. I did love the Street Fighter movie too.
Damn.
And so like those movies, like Tim said, they shaped my fucking childhood. So like I love the Mortal Kombat movies from when I was a kid. They are so terrible, but they are so good. And then like in Annihilation where Reptile comes in, that shit is tight as fuck. Like you didn't know that was coming. Like
Actually, Reptile was still in the first
Yeah,
one.
he's in the first
is he in the
one.
first
Yeah.
one? Okay.
Yeah.
So it's not what am I thinking?
There's like
of
a
in
random
Annihilation?
there's a random fight scene where the little reptile like monster falls into like that statue and it becomes
Yeah.
the
You know
man,
that-
the
you-
man
Okay,
version.
yeah.
You know
the
all
man
that was
version.
shot.
Okay, I
That was
got
shot
you.
after the movie was pretty much done. They went back.
Oh, really?
That's why it feels so disjointed, and that's why Johnny
Yeah.
Cage is just like fucking gone. He's just gone for no
Right.
reason.
Yeah.
Because they were like,
Nice.
we need something else, and that's when they started adding in the reptile stuff. They
Nice.
chose
Oh,
them
yeah.
later. What about Double
That
Dragon?
was
Did y'all
dope.
ever watch the Double Dragon movie?
Fuck yeah, dude.
Oh,
fuck
yeah,
dude.
dude.
Double Dragon was
Dude.
amazing, man.
Dude, Alyssa Milano with that blonde hair, dude.
Mhm.
Dang, dude.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, dude. Double Dragon was a killer movie. That was another one because I had on rotation those movies, man. All the Three Ninja movies, Surf Ninjas, Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, Double Dragon, all those on fucking just.
What are they feeding to Bobo? He's like, no more peas, or whatever. They're cramming down his throat. So gross. Anyway.
Wow. Like
Yes.
some of those movies from that time, like based on video games, were like a good try, but like, damn, they were way off. They were like way out of pocket. Whenever you're like,
Dude,
I like this game. I watched the movie and I didn't know what the hell was
Dude,
going on.
The
but
Mario
I
movie
still
was
like-
badass back in the day too. I don't care. What
oh
it
hell
was.
yeah, it was, dude.
John
John
Leguizamo,
Leguizamo, dude.
Yeah,
Hell
dude.
It
yeah.
just didn't have shit to do with like the original stuff. They were still good
Cares? That's
movies.
why it was so dope, dude.
The other movie with John Leguizamo was pretty sick was the first Spawn movie.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
That
Which
movie,
also
that
had a
soundtrack,
badass soundtrack.
dude.
that soundtrack,
yeah.
baby, one of the
Soundtrack
best ones.
fucks, dude.
Dude,
that soundtrack, Queen of the Damned, and Valentine are like
Yep.
the best fucking soundtracks.
Well, like what I liked about the Spawn soundtrack, it was like taking an artist and pairing it with like a DJ. So
Yeah.
it was just like, like it wasn't just taking all of the songs.
So yeah, it was like Marilyn Manson. 'Cause
Yeah.
my wife and I were watching Marilyn Manson music videos, and I put on Long Hard Road Out of Hell, which is Manson and the Sneaker Pimps.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Such a sick
So
combo.
Or
such
fucking-
and then
Yeah.
like Corn and like Corn and who else? I think it was like Crystal Method.
no, it
Oh,
was,
yes.
Crystal Method
Was
and
it?
Filter or some shit, wasn't it?
Well,
Who's-
Crystal Method
who's
and
on
Filter,
Filter,
they ended up doing a song together called "Trip Like I Do," didn't they? Didn't
Yeah.
Filter
Yeah,
and
that's what.
yeah, they
that's the
did. They
one
did
on that
"Trip Like I
soundtrack.
Do." Yeah,
Yeah.
Well, Corn has song
Um,
kick the PA.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Oh, there was
Oh,
also
my God.
Prodigy and Tom Morello. You remember that?
Oh, fucking Prodigy, dude. Rest in peace, man.
And then there was Slayer and Atari Teenage Riot. And that
Yeah.
was fucking
that's cool as fuck too.
insane,
Dude, I'm telling you, we're old and we talk about it every time I see you, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Kids don't understand how dope that shit is. Those soundtracks, those stuff like that. Like, there's a reason we are the way we are, and it's because of those soundtracks and cool shit like that. That's all I'm
Yeah.
fucking
The
saying.
the only movie that's had like a standout like soundtrack that was kind of cool was the Guardian movies, the Guardians of the Galaxy
Yes.
movies.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, now, like, I feel like no movie company wants to spend the extra money to buy rights of music, right? They don't want to, like,
Yeah.
they want to just have a score and they don't want you, I don't know, it's almost like they don't want that
Dark,
music
ominous
nostalgia.
tones.
They don't want music nostalgia in it. They want to like create nostalgia in other senses, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. What was the last movie that had like recent bands on a soundtrack? The only one I can think of is like Freddy vs. Jason.
Freddy versus Jason
Oh
was
yeah,
dope.
that was a good
That was
soundtrack.
dope.
too.
That was a dope
Well,
soundtrack.
dude,
Yeah.
And
me
the
and Rabbit just watched that the other night.
the problem is like we had the Batman and they had the one Nirvana song over and over through it's the theme of the movie,
Yeah.
and that's
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
cool. But it's like you could have really put some cool stuff in here other than just playing this one fucking song every time Batman's on screen.
Well, what's really annoying is every single movie that comes out now, they take a nostalgic 90s song and they make it slow and like drony and like creepy.
That's why I'm not looking forward to the new Crow movie.
Yeah.
The first 2 Crow soundtracks were fucking iconic. Dude.
Yeah.
Killer,
so it's just like
and they actually had the Deftones playing
yep.
in the fucking movie.
Is it City of Angels? Or
City of Angels, yeah.
City of Angels.
So yeah, I don't know. It's
why are they even touching that?
Dude, movie companies are fucking up, dude. They have no idea
what's going on. I guess,
dude. Why are they touching the Crow like that?
Dude looks like a fucking dude that hangs out in Bushwick.
Okay, so now,
man.
So this is a good subject actually, because we were just talking about this a little bit ago before we started recording, and I was thinking about this too. We've entered a time in our society where like nothing can be new and nothing can be original, and every movie is like either touching nostalgia and making a sequel, touching nostalgia and making a remake, and like every, you know, like obviously us being from metal world, it's like nobody supports new bands, but they support old bands. You know what I mean? Like if you're like the original new metal bands, or you know, anything from the past that was huge, you're obviously still big now. But when it comes to new shit, like it's never does well. It could be the best new band, it could be the best original movie, and nobody gives a shit. Like what? Like, do you think that has to do with us being stuck in a simulation?
Yes. I will not comment any further, but yes.
If that kind of would make sense if we were in a simulation.
Hold on, Mike.
Wait, I'm sorry. I gotta.
Hold on, say it again. Here we go. Hold on, wait 1 second. Are we in a simulation? Okay, there we go. That's what we needed. The cue right there. That's perfect.
Right. Yeah. Okay, so there is that one theory where we all got uploaded in 2012, and you know what? It's starting to make sense, dude. Because all we have that fuels our whole society is things that were made before 2012, made to try to make fresh again. You know what I mean?
Okay, so Twister was not made in 2012, and those assholes are trying to bring that back.
It was made before 2012, right?
Yeah, it was made before.
Okay, it was made in like
the
early 2000s, I think.
Early 2000. I watched it last night. So,
well, yeah, there's
off.
Nothing goes harder than Bill Paxton and fucking Helen Hunt chasing tornadoes. Okay, you can't.
And dude, don't forget fucking Philip Seymour Hoffman, dude. Like that cast is fucking killer, dude.
R.I.P.
Hell yeah, dude.
Anyway, sorry, I'm still really mad that they're redoing the Twister movie. It makes me fucking
me too.
So the 2012 conspiracy theory. Oh, here.
All right.
So I know I've dug into it because I used to do the conspiracy podcast, Secret Transmission podcast. Still up.
Bring it back. Bring it back.
Bring it back.
We'll be on your show.
So much work. Anyways, so the theory was that anything that happened before 2012, like that all happened. Everything else is like either a simulation or it's worlds. My favorite theory is the Mandela effect, where the world, and to make it even more, more like this, it's that worlds have merged. Like there's an Earth A and there's an Earth B, and they've merged, and that's why so much shit is wacky. Ever since like 2012 moving forward, the timelines are screwed up. That's why people misremember Sinbad being
Bernstein Bears,
that stuff, and that's why like there's so much confusion with stuff, and like
but I like to believe that we all got uploaded, and there was whether it's a person or a machine in charge of inputting every bit of information that we could ever remember into a system for us to be uploaded to, and them fucking it all up, right? Like you would have
Yeah.
to, you couldn't get everything right. You know what I mean? If
Right.
you,
So-
especially
Right.
when you're trying to input data that's just like, there was a little kid's book and it was called the Bernstein Bears. And then the person that's in charge of this is like, I'm just trying to fucking get all this information. And then they misspell it. And then we all remember the way it was really spelt, but the way that it was
Don't forget the
inputted.
Febreze bottles
Oh,
too.
Febreze,
One of the
yes.
newer ones that I've seen lately is the Energizer Bunny. You know who I'm talking about? Energizer Bunny.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Where is the battery? You know, he's got a battery.
on
It
his-
used to be in
it's
his
on his
back.
back.
It's on his back.
It used to be in his back. Yeah.
Okay, a lot of people remember that, but it's on his leg. There are advertisements, very few.
It's on his leg.
It's on his leg.
On
It's in his
leg.
back.
There's a few advertisements
back,
where it is
dude.
on his back, and I think that's where everyone gets confused, and that's the problem with the Mandela effect is maybe something had a print run of like, you know, one or two, like with the Fruit of the Looms logo, people remember the cornucopia thing on it.
It was always on there.
It's not there.
Mhm.
It's not there.
Okay, so I did
It's out
see
there now.
something. I saw something that was kind of a conspiracy TikTok or some shit. They were talking about that exact one, and this lady was obsessed with the idea that yes, there was a cornucopia, right? So she dug through all of her stuff, couldn't find it, started breaking into boxes that she had in like her attic. And then finally, like after like months of searching through like old boxes and like had a storage unit and all this stuff, found one shirt that had the cornucopia on it. And her theory is that it's not anything that's like out of reality. It's the government changing things and testing how much they can control us when they switch these things up.
That's one.
Isn't
Yes,
that
so-
scary? That's scary.
It is. But see, that's funny. My favorite 2012 conspiracy. This is my favorite. I'm like Toby. I love conspiracy theories. I love all the Project Bluebeams. I love all these things.
Good shit.
I love them. I love them so much. But this one is that we all died. 2012. The world did end.
Right.
They say your brain lives on for just a little bit longer after you die. And that could feel like it lasts 30, 40, 50,
And this
60
is it?
years.
Still?
Yeah. No, but they say it
And all
feels
this
like
shit
to
happened?
you. Yes. It feels like it could
No.
last 20 years, but it's only like 5 or 6 minutes.
Yeah.
You're in your
Right.
mind, you see all this 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 fucking years. That's
It's-
my favorite
it's
one
the
because
life-
I do believe that.
life-
That I think is fucking cool.
Life flashing before your eyes kind of scenario.
Yes.
Look,
I told my fucking boss that shit, dude.
like, I'm not coming to work because I'm just dying anyway.
Yeah.
dead.
Enjoy
I'm
your
already
money?
dead, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
I muted it so it doesn't flag us, but like,
Right.
look, no battery on his back. This is an 80s commercial.
battery-
It's on his leg.
The battery's
Get
always
the
been on his
fuck
back.
out of here.
Battery's
dude.
always
It's
been on his back, dude.
It's always been
Always
on his
been on his
back.
back.
Yeah.
dude.
So there's a, I mean, but there is examples of it being on his back,
We
but
are
they're
in a
mostly
simulation.
it's mostly on his leg. We ought to do a Mandela.
Should we
game
do a
show.
secret? A fucking? Should we do it? Come on,
Yeah,
Toby.
we should do it, Toby. Jesus. See, Toby's over here. He's like, man, I used to do this secret transmission in a conspiracy podcast, and it'd only get like 5,000 downloads every week or something. Oh, let's do it again. No, I don't think so.
It's a lot
Dude.
of work. It's a lot of
Can
work.
we please have? I would love to have a conspiracy theory fucking thing.
Please, Toby.
Please.
I'm not super well versed.
Let's
in
do
conspiracy
one and
theories,
test
but
it. Just
yeah.
Well, dude, you're not crazy. I love those things. I love like I mean, I'm not taking shots. There's so many like that 9/11 was a simulation. Similar. They were testing Project Bluebeam. It's
Definitely was not.
Yeah, dude.
I
Well,
was-
I'm just saying that
The
is
second plane flew over my school, and
Oh,
it was
shit.
a fucked up day. It was a fucked
Dude,
up day.
I'm
Yeah.
just saying I love all of these crazy conspiracies because some of them are so crazy that you're like, fuck, is that true? Could that be true? Because they're so insane. I love that shit. I would love to do that podcast.
See,
'cause
and that's what the way that show used to run was like. I would gather all the information, the both sides of the story, like the conspiracy side and then like the what really happened side, and then we would try to figure out like, you know, was it like, is it possible that this is fucked up, or is it just, you know, a coincidences? And you know, there's a bunch of really weird shit, like, you know, MK Ultra.
yeah.
MK Ultra was fucking weird. The government did that.
Yeah.
I
It's
mean,
funny. I watched Multiverse of Madness before I flew down here, and like I definitely buy into the notion that like dreams are a glimpse into like our multi-dimensional selves.
Yeah.
100%.
I actually was watching things about that today, and someone told a story about how they had a dream, and at one point it's like the dream shut off, but she was still in the dream, and there was a lady there, and she was like, "Oh no, what's going on?" And the girl that was having the dream was like, "What happened? Who are you?" And the lady was like, "Oh no, you're not supposed to. You were supposed to wake up at this point. Like, you're not supposed to see the part when your dream turns off."
Ooh.
Jeez.
And she said that she was like, "What?" And like they like walked her through like this corridor that looked like kind of an office building, but it was like you could tell when you looked out the window that it was like a ship in space or something. And she had to go and sit in a room, you know, like to be interrogated, and like they asked her about recent vaccines that she might have gotten for her health, and then they determined that one of her vaccines might be the reason that she is staying awake in this in-between dreams and reality state. And then they injected her with a new vaccine
Jesus
to
Christ.
correct the problem. And they also told her that it would keep her from ever lucid dreaming again. And that's what happened. and she said this was all in her dream. And I'm just like, oh,
dude, lucid dreaming is sick. I've done it. I've done it like a handful of times in my life. It's fucking.
Yup.
It's a good time.
Yup.
Yeah.
It's a good time.
So,
But me and Fuzz, I'm sorry to interrupt.
Go ahead.
Me and Fuzz were talking about this at dinner the other night. About how like when you dream, you never have any piece of technology in your hand. You never have a phone or any computer. Or
Computers,
anything
no,
like
well,
nothing.
everything that's like that is wonky. They say that like you could tell that you're dreaming if you keep looking at like clocks, or you know, like if there is like a TV, it will look really weird. But if you see a clock and you keep checking the time will not make sense, and that's how you could tell that you are dreaming, because
Right.
it'll never line up with how you receive it in the dream, you know. So
Gotcha. Yeah, I can never remember like having like a phone like in my dream.
uh-huh.
You know, it's
Well, it
so
never-
weird. No matter what situation.
Toby, what are you
do
smiling at, Toby?
remember-
oh, I like
do-
I like these kind of conversations.
I know, Toby, that we should
No.
bring it back, Toby.
I do remember a bunch of dreams where I would try and call someone and it just never would work right. I'm just like confusing numbers. I'm like trying to look up, like if I'm looking for contacts, all the contacts don't make sense. You know what I mean? So that's
Gotcha.
There's more information about technology
Right.
not making sense in your dream.
Anyway, before we all get suicided, you know, let's just change the subject.
Before our fucking minds explode on the internet.
Well, hold on, real quick. I've never really gotten to say this like on a podcast or anything, just because we're talking about, you know, weird stuff.
I was hoping it happened.
But I have this one theory that, and look, this is me putting on a tinfoil hat and just coming up with this theory. This is how I feel that Hollywood is trying to, because we all have Google at the tip of our fingers. We can look up everything. So they're trying to bury all these things that we've been talking about for, you know, 30, 40 years or whatever, like conspiracy theories, Roswell, all these like big things. They're trying to make movies and TV shows. So one of my favorite conspiracy theory like things is the Battle of Los Angeles. Not many people know it, but like in World War II, there was a second attack besides Pearl Harbor, and it was off the coast of, well, they're not, some submarines or something got, I don't know. There was something that happened like off the coast of California. So they were on high alert, and something came into the like above Los Angeles, and they fired off like 2,000 rounds or something of high grade military missiles and shit at it. And they said it was a weather balloon. Anyways, there's a movie called Battle of Los Angeles. So if you so before that movie came out, you could Google Battle of Los Angeles and it'd pull up no problem. As soon as that movie came out, and I was doing research for an episode we did over Battle of Los Angeles, that's all I could get was the movie. And then you look at Stranger Things. That's Project Montauk. Wait, what's it called? Montauk Project. So there's a bunch of like stuff that feels like it's getting buried deeper and deeper because they're naming these movies. They're writing Stranger Things that's kind of based on these real life real life.
But they're putting it like right in front of our faces. It's like, hey,
right, and
It's fiction.
there's this thing that we made up. Wink.
but hold on, this is where
Got you.
this is where. What have all the superhero movies been about? Multiverses. What has everyone talked about with like the Mandela effect? Stuff like that. Like,
Toby, bring the show back.
I don't know.
Dear
That's
God,
that's my
dude.
crazy theory of like they're fucking burying
not
stuff
wrong.
on us. No, it just feels like it, anyways. But it's also like, hey, all these people that are writing movies now also grew up in the same time period I did. Growing up and like learning about this stuff, and it's an influence. So I get it from that point of view, as with the logical point of view. But it sure do get buried some stuff. It's hard to find stuff now. Anyway, that's it. End of the.
Well, I know what they're trying to tell us too. I know that
Good
they're
outro.
what I think they're trying to tell us is we're the only multiverse where straight people exist. That's what they're trying to tell us. So,
Yeah, all right.
so what you were saying earlier, Fuzz, you're right.
Full
You're
circle.
right.
No,
We
dude.
all gay.
We all listen to breakdowns with flutes in them. We all listen to breakdowns with flutes in them, baby.
Let's take the last section of the show to honor what we named the show today, the Glory Days.
Okay.
Me and we've all played music except for Toby, but Toby used to book bands.
He booked bands,
of our
yeah.
genres.
Hell yeah,
and
dude.
So he's been in that world. We've all been very close to metal. The reason that me and Tim were ever friends is because my old band, I Wrestled a Bear Once, toured with his old band, Within the Ruins, and then also Fuzz's band, Surrounded by Monsters, toured with us at some point, and we were all having orgies every night in a
Really
straight
true.
way.
Hey, we have a bumper.
the
Should we play a
straightest-
bumper?
There was chicks there.
Oh, hold on. Toby, let's talk about.
Oh,
Come on, Rick, you got to remember that, dude.
We got the bumper. We gotta. I spent
Well,
so
I
long
mean,
on
we
that.
don't. I don't have anything specific, really.
Yeah,
except
but-
for we'll just riff from here. But what was the first tour that we ever did together?
I think that was the
Certain.
What was the name of it? I remember the bands on it. The name of it though escapes me.
Was it in the U.S.?
It was in the U.S.
All Stars.
Was
Not
it
all
Iwabo's headliner?
Iwabo was headlining.
Yeah, dude, that was the tour. That was the next.
Not the
next
Ghostbusters
headliner.
tour.
Without Krista. Oh, the Dump 'Em Out
Oh.
tour. It was Dump 'Em Out.
The first,
Dump 'Em Out
the first
Was it the? I don't think we
It was
named
the
anything
Dump 'Em Out
Dump 'Em
tour.
Out
Yeah,
tour.
it was the. I remember. I don't know if that's
it
what
was the first tour
called,
with Courtney though. I think.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, was it
And
just the world tour?
The tour badge, yeah, just had Dump 'Em Out on it, and I loved it.
Yes.
I loved it.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Instead of all access, it said dump them out.
Right.
Which that was
Oh, yeah.
actually super cool because I got to fanboy so hard Within the Ruins. I was so excited about that. Ah man, it was because I grew up listening to them, so it was so sick to get to see you guys and then
we're just
actually
like,
hang
hey,
out with
this
you.
Dude's sick. This dude's sick. We're gonna hang out with him every day. This is fucking
Yeah,
sick.
dude,
Hey,
it was.
and we're
it
gonna
was
and we're gonna be
cool.
friends
Yeah.
forever afterwards.
Dude, it's true. I talked to quite a few people, but you guys, I stay in contact with you guys quite a bit, and I love it. It's so awesome.
Yeah. How's Lee doing, by the way? Because when me and Fuzz hung out the other day, Fuzz was talking about how I guess Lee got drunk the other night. He passed out on the floor. I was like, yeah.
No. So during COVID,
Hell yeah.
when we had the COVID parties at my house, It was bad. He would get hammered, pass out. He was belligerent for a while, but that's just been Lee for a long time. You know, he's doing good now. He's doing really good.
Good stuff.
I would have called him, but he would have just made an excuse on why he couldn't come, so I didn't call him.
And Vanna was on that tour.
Vanna's so sick.
Vanna, or now In Spirit.
In Spirit,
which pretty much is
In Spirit.
Yeah,
it's like
because
all the same people except for Dave,
that shitty lead singer. But anyway, that dude fucking
Whoa,
sucks. Anyway,
I got no beef with Davey, by the way.
I don't fucking care. Nah, dude, fuck that. I did see that Tinbridge is doing a Vanna beer. Did I see that correctly on Joe's beer thing? Tinbridge is doing a
a new hop.
Yeah, it's a 20 years for Vanna. Yeah.
Because they've been releasing like the 20-year vinyl and stuff like that for that record.
That record goes so hard.
Such a good record.
A New Hope is such a good record.
It is a sick record.
Yeah, it is. That's the best thing they ever did.
And
they had some other good stuff too after that.
Oceano was on that tour too, I think.
Oceano.
And Plotting You was on it too.
Plotting You. Dude, that band blew up, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, those guys, they were kids, man. They were so young.
Yeah.
Well, they were heavy. They were heavy as fuck.
Yeah, they were like
tour.
a deathcore band back then.
Yeah.
Now they're fucking crushing.
Yeah, now they're like,
they're spooning
pop
young women
or whatever. What's all the popular metal bands? What's that genre called?
Bad Omens.
Yeah, Bad Omens core.
They're Bad Omens core. They were like, man, this really fucked up sadistic shit I sing about doesn't work. Let's just make it about other stuff, and I'll sing. I'll just sing.
Well, they're like, you know how we're writing all of these dark, deep emotions that I never really talk about as screaming vocals? I'm gonna make some of them singing vocals, and then they blew up.
Yeah, Landon always had like a good singing voice, and like
he did.
It in recently.
Yeah.
I haven't seen those guys in a while, but they were so much fun to tour with. They were awesome people. That was such a fun tour, just as a package. Aside from two people that I were in my band, but the rest of the tour was so fucking sick.
Was that the tour that y'all got in a big fight whenever I was passed out drunk in the van?
Yeah. Would you like me to tell that story? Because I will tell that story.
So I think, did y'all remember it was in Salt Lake City, right?
It's in Salt. Okay, hold on. Okay, so we did some interview Steven did, and the dude he like worked for a record label or something. He was like, "Yo, I own the bar across the street. Why don't y'all come party?"
I think
we were like, Tim, you sang Pearl Jam with Devin from Oceano that night, didn't you? Or am I thinking of somebody else? Somebody sang Pearl Jam.
Oh, I think it was Sean from
Sean. Okay, it wasn't Tim. Okay. I just remember.
Good with me.
Anyway, so they were like, "Come party," and he was like, "Y'all can have a couple drinks, whatever." We ended up taking over the bar, like pouring our own drinks, getting our own beers, getting shithoused. I got fucking wasted.
Oh yeah, I was black.
Go to the van. I pass out.
But hold on, before you keep this going, I remember passing out in the van, and we were all parked like in a row,
right next to each other. Yeah, at the venue.
And as I was falling asleep, in the very back of the Twilight Zone brain you have right before you fall into REM sleep, I heard my friends yelling at each other, and I was just like, "Oh, this is a weird dream."
Dude,
go ahead.
I was passed out in the front bench because the front bench was always my bench, and all of a sudden I just hear, "Yes! Wake up!" Somebody's just screaming at me, and Lee and another person in my band were fucking fighting in the back seat of this fucking van.
I remember hearing
somebody else in the band jumps into the back seat, and he starts punching Lee because Lee is beating the shit out of the other guy. So I fucking have to try to break it. I wake up, I'm drunk, I don't know what's going on, so I'm like pulling everybody off, get into this huge fight. People are bleeding, everybody's pissed off. It was so hilarious. The next day, Because like Lee, I think got his plug ripped out, so his ear was all fucked up and like all kinds of shit. It was our first band fight, which was awesome to document. It was fun to talk about, but God, it fucking sucked, dude.
I remember like literally like a scene from Stranger Things, like 11 in the dark place. I just am like in this dark void falling asleep, and I just hear ever so faintly like, "Shut the fuck up! I'll fuck you! You're about to fucking start a fight with me, motherfucker!" And I'm like, I'm going to sleep now. And then I remember waking up and I was like, did something happen? Did something happen last night? Because I was just so comfy.
Especially on tour, like after the whole day is done, you're just like, fuck, nothing is gonna.
Yeah.
Nope. I don't care. I'm going to sleep. I remember I would put my earbuds in and put my dreads over my ears and tie them down here, so I couldn't hear anything but the He Is Legend record that I'm listening to fall asleep. I didn't give a shit about anything else.
The Fortress of Dreaditude.
Oh yeah. Oh hell yeah, dude. It was. But one of my favorite stories with Tim is everybody got drunk, allegedly. Allegedly.
We allegedly drank on tour.
You guys, everybody passed out. I think we were fixing to head to Canada. I don't remember where we were. Just remember Joe allegedly drinking a lot that day and night. And he just goes, "Okay, I'll drive." And he slams the trailer door. Don't know if he even locks it or latches it. He says, "Fuck it, I'll drive." And he just jumps in the driver's seat and fucking takes off. There is no reason that dude should have been fucking driving. And it was just like, all right, well, I guess this is fucking happening. I hope he's okay. Just fuck it, I'll drive. And just...
Yeah, that's happened a couple times. Not just with Joe, with all of us.
Oh, good God. Good times.
Before Paulo joined the band, we had Andrew in the band. I think Andrew was playing bass when we were on the story. Right. And we would all partake every night, and we would all just be like, come together at the end of the night and be like, all right, well, who's drunk enough to drive?
Wow. Allegedly.
Yeah,
allegedly.
We allegedly drove.
We're all playing these fictional characters whenever we're in band.
Dude,
allegedly.
And it was, I mean, I remember seeing so that was my first North American tour, like real North American tour.
Yeah.
And I partied on the tours that I did, but like watching Joe wake up in the morning and just start ripping fucking beers, dude. And just load in, there was 6 bands on the bill. So load in would be like 12, 1 sometimes. It didn't matter. Joe's like loading in with beer in his hand, and I'm just like, how the fuck is he doing this? How is he doing this? I feel like dog shit. How is he doing this? And it was just constant, just like boom, pounding fucking beers. And I was like, this dude takes like rock star life to a whole nother fucking level, and it's awesome.
It was really funny when he would like fall asleep with his contacts in, because he would just wake up just fucking like with like monster eyes, dude. Just be like hung over his fucking eyes are all bloodshot and shit. He's like, fuck, I left my fucking contacts in. And I'm like, yeah, we just pull up to the venue, dude. We gotta load in. And he would just hop out, crack a beer, and be like, all right, let's fucking do it.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
And he would play a flawless show.
Trooper, dude. Yeah.
You guys would get hammered the night before, have an 8-hour drive. You guys would play a flawless set the next night. And I'm just like, how the fuck does that even work? How are you guys doing that? This makes no fucking sense to me.
The Matrix.
Simulation.
Oh,
is it a simulation, Toby? Is it?
We're all simulation.
I didn't have it pulled up.
Come on, Toby.
Sorry. I was a little late on that.
But
100 beers.
Don't know how we did it, man. But we fucking did
show.
it. We did it for a long, long time.
But
yeah.
Well, you're no longer in that band. Let's talk about your new band, dude.
Yeah, let's
Let's talk about your fucking new band, dude. I was so stoked on this band because you and I were texting one day and you sent me these tracks and you were like, yo, check these out. It was so sick to hear you singing again. Made me very happy. This band is dope. I'm going to go ahead and say your new band is fucking tight, dude. So let's talk about it.
Thank you. So yeah, new band is called Blood Throne. I knew when I stopped touring that I eventually wanted to do something on like a street level kind of local basis / regional basis, and it took me a while to find the dudes that I wanted to be in a band with. It ended up being dudes that I've had been in a band with, but at the time when I stopped touring, like they were busy with other shit, so they just kind of lined up with like timing and the dudes and everything, and just kind of like where we wanted to go with like the music we wanted to make. So it's a very black metal base, but you sprinkle a little bit of everything from every different metal genre in there. And yeah, I'm stoked, man. I'm stoked to be making music again and doing everything in house. I record my own vocals at home, and like my drummer records his own drums and mix and masters all of our stuff, and it's fucking awesome, dude. It's good to be back in the game. We played our first 2 shows. The first show we played with Oceano and Within the Ruins, which was fucking weird.
Oh yes.
It was weird.
Lots of emotions.
Yeah. Because one of the last shows I played with Ruins was in Brooklyn, so that was fucking weird. And I had like the Ruins like logo behind me, the backdrop, and I was just like cracking jokes the whole time. I was like, "We are not within the Ruins." That feels weird. After like mad long of doing that. So, but yeah. Other than that, like we have a new single coming out July 26th called "Fangs of the Foul." It's about vampires and shit. So,
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah.
Wait a minute. Which kind of vampires, though?
Yeah. Are we sparkling vampires?
Or are we brutal gay
no,
vampires?
Dude. No, we're going like 30 Days a Night vampires.
Nice.
Oh hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think that these vampires experiment with other vampires of the same sex before they brutalize people?
I didn't really. No.
Don't feel like that was part of the lyrical criteria for this
Well, I
song.
was just saying, like, vampires like you doing shit like
My
that.
vampires are not gay.
Hey, I've got a vampire
Jesus
conspiracy.
Dude,
Yeah, let's hear it.
let's
hear it.
fucking hear
Okay,
it, please.
So
Well,
Walmart.
before you say anything, hold on.
Mhm.
I used to work with a guy who claimed to be Jesus. It's a true story. He told me that he had saw a real vampire in real life. He didn't believe him, and he stuck his hand out in the sun, and it started smoking, and it burned him. So that's when he knew the vampire was real. Continue with your story.
So this the theory is that Walmart has close ties to vampires because of the door greeters. That's how they allow them to come in. They get welcomed in, so vampires can go into Walmart.
Oh.
But during the day?
Well, I mean, they used to be 24
Blade
hours
did
all the
it.
time.
I used to steal shit
Actually,
from Walmart all the
I
time,
read-
and they were greeters at all different hours of the day.
Yeah.
And they greeted me and said, "Have a good day." While I had.
I'm just
a
saying. Hey,
first
look,
day
I
of
didn't.
beer.
I'm not the.
I read that Walmart's supposed to go back to 24 hours soon.
See,
So,
Most
Are
of
they not
them are
24 hours
still.
now?
well, ever
Mo-
since COVID,
the-
they have not been 24 hours.
And do they? I had a rumor that they don't allow people to sleep in the parking lots anymore. Is that true?
I don't know if that's true because I haven't been in a band since COVID.
That like broke my heart dude. When I heard that. I was like, "Where are all the bands sleeping?"
Dude,
Where are
it
they
used to
going?
have the Walmart parties. Walmart parties
Yeah.
were so sick back
You
in the
just
day,
square
man.
off the fucking whole thing so the security guard couldn't see you, and fucking set up like a grill and,
then fucking
tables and chairs. And
Break
stuff.
out
That
the
was-
fire in a barrel.
Yeah, yeah, like real ass hobos.
I've talked about it 1,000 times. I've pissed in so many Walmart parking lots. It's not even fucking funny.
So
Like
many
just
water
dick
bottles
out.
and-
Pick out back of the van. Don't care who sees me. Just pissing. I don't care. I'm not going inside.
yeah, only go inside to shit.
Yeah, exactly.
And in the family bathroom. I've washed my balls in a bunch of family bathrooms all over this country. So
Preach, dude.
if you're going
Preach.
in there to change your kid, my balls have probably been in the sink.
What's the quote from Little
know what I'm
Nicky?
saying?
Can I wash my dinky in your kitchen sinky or something like that? Can I wash my winky in your kitchen sinky or something? That's what that made me think of.
Oh
Yeah.
Christ!
There came a point where I was like 30 years old and I was just naked in a fucking family bathroom in Walmart, just being like, "What the fuck am I doing?
Dude,
What is happening right now?"
Yes. I mean, I have stories like that I won't
Like
share.
fucking rock and roll.
Yeah, dude. Walk in and it's just like felt like Jim Carrey in Liar Liar. You know, when he's like, "What are you doing? I'm kicking my ass. Do you mind?" You know that whole scene? Be in the sink and you got a baby wipe and your legs up on the counter and you're wiping your balls with that fucking baby wipe and a person walks in, they're like, "What are you doing?" Like, well, fucking worry about what I'm doing, all right? I'm washing my
Have you
fucking
ever not
balls.
showered
Leave
in
me
a
the
week?
Yeah.
You know what
dude.
this smells like?
I'm taking a whore bath.
Oh, dude, oh man, I don't miss that at all. I
No,
don't
neither
miss
do I.
that. Like going 2 weeks without showering, like I don't miss it at all.
All right.
Like in
All
the
right.
slightest.
Toby, you never been on tour, right?
Nope, never been on a tour.
Okay. So I'm gonna go with the touring dudes. How long days have you not gone without taking a shower?
Mine was 2 weeks, was 14 days. That's the
14
longest I
days.
went. Yeah.
I will say on Warp Tour one time, I think I did 12 days.
Yeah, 12 was my
Yeah.
12 was my cap.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Because I think
Yeah.
I remember it being like 12. After 12, I got to 12. I was like, I cannot
Yeah.
take this anymore.
Gross.
Today's the day. I will bathe
Gross.
wherever I can. Because Warp Tour usually had spots that you could shower, but it would be way off campus. You know what I mean?
Right,
It would
right.
be like, you have to fucking walk over here or you could take a trolley. or
Just
fucking,
sweat
you
your
know.
ass off to come
Yeah.
back.
Right.
Your,
yeah.
your shower was pointless.
Right. It's like you're playing, at a stadium or something, and it's like the most secret place in the whole thing, and you
Yeah,
have to
12
go through a
days.
quest to get to the shower. You know what I mean?
Insane what we
Yeah.
went through.
Hey, I will say, as a ex-promoter, booker, whatever, I would let bands come to my house and shower because, like, I knew, like, if they got there early
dude.
enough, I'd be like, "Come crash at my house, get a nap
dude.
in, take a shower,
Oh,
wash some
man.
clothes, whatever."
I don't know about these two guys, but I've impregnated several strangers' showers, dude. I have no shame in that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like,
It'd be funny if showers like cut out, and I've been pregnant several strains.
like
No. I've definitely, there's, yeah.
Well, there was an
Definitely done that as well.
there was an Iwabo song. There was an Iwabo song called "White Water in the Morning," and that's
About jerking off in some stranger's bathtub.
yeah. Well, it was a quote from Almost Heroes, but it was about jerking off in somebody like a stranger's, shower.
Yeah,
Done it
yeah. I
so
mean,
many times.
Yeah. I've had bands stay with me too. I'm like, everyone's definitely jerking off in there. Fucking just accept it.
yeah,
Right.
I don't care.
Everyone's gone. Like, yeah.
So,
Dude,
I understand.
one
can't
more
get mad because I did it. Like
Yeah.
I couldn't get mad at
Exactly.
somebody. I did it too.
Exactly.
So fuck
Yeah.
it.
So when I was booking, I was actually like 16 and 17 when I was booking shows, and like I was still living with my mom. So my mom would get home and there'd be like, 5 to 8 guys just strung around her living room one time, and these guys are like 25, 30. Like, I don't know them. I'm just like, hey, you guys are all touring. Y'all need showers. Come on. And so I would let all these people come over. There was a band called Dim the Lights.
I remember them.
They were sick.
Sounds familiar.
We all drank after, because we booked them. We drank after the show, and one of the guys puked in my little brother's toy box. And look, I wasn't supposed to be drinking, allegedly. I was 17. And, I mean, what am I don't know. I had some interesting run-ins with bands. You know, just one time, like I never saw these guys again. I never talked to them again, and you know, I got these weird stories like that. So, but again, I've never had to do what you guys did with, you know, trying to. What I was getting at is it something like that to where you get that often where someone's like, "Hey, come take a shower," or "Come wash some clothes," or you know, when it's a regular tour, not a Warp Tour. Did you get offers like that?
Yeah, usually you get someone. It's like, hey, if you guys need a place to stay, like come stay with us. And it's funny guys. I was talking to my friend the other day about this. Like, there's either like you stay somewhere and it's fucking awesome, or you stay somewhere and it's completely fucking shot.
Yep.
And it's
and then you guard dog it in the van, and then you guard. You're like, I'm gonna sleep out in the van tonight.
It also, there's
exactly.
always a tipping point too, though. Like,
Yeah.
you know, you've been on tour for so long, and you take these invites, but there is a tipping point, and it's like, nope, no more.
Yeah,
we do not stay places anymore
that
are offered. We only stay in hotel rooms or the van. You know what I mean? It's
exactly
like,
where it's budgeted. And it's like, okay, everything's budgeted. We don't need to take any more offers. But then, I mean, there's always like places that you stayed before where it's like, oh, this is gonna be awesome. It's like a gated community. Everything's fucking sick. It's like a fucking mansion. Like the parents
Julio's
are gonna
house.
cook for us. There's like fucking 3 or 4 showers, and
Julio's,
it's like, yes, we will do that every fucking time.
Yeah, dude.
But then you show up and it's like you're in a trailer park, and fucking, it's not okay.
Yeah.
There's shit everywhere.
So with me, like I was in Iwabo for a summer in 2008. And there were some of those, you know, those times where we get invited. But then I was not in the band for a year until I officially joined in 2009. And they had all the stories about that. Like that 1 year that I wasn't in the band, they told me so many horror stories. But we still took invites for like most of 2009. And then I think somewhere in 2010... we just said no more. We can't do it anymore. Like it's like too many weirdos. One of the things that they would tell me is like there's a few places they told me that were like incredibly haunted. Like
I've been through some of those too. Yeah.
They told me that one time they stayed at a place and like this is when Daryl was still in the band, like the keyboardist. You guys are
I know him, yeah. I know him.
Well, they told me that they went to this place. You know, he automatically is like, "Can I shower somewhere?" They're like, "Yeah." They show him the shower, and it's like this little tiny where the shower room is. There's like a hallway. Like you walk in, then there's a hallway, and then there's a shower, and then if you continue walking down this little hallway, it's like a laundry room or something. And he said that as soon as he took his clothes off and was showering under the shower, like he felt super weird, and he said that he saw someone walk by, and he was like, hello," and he like dipped his head out to look at this hallway where this person walked by, and no one was there. And he said immediately he was like, "Oh my god!" Like puts his clothes back on, goes and he like meets up in one of the rooms where like he was gonna sleep. Another person, Brian. Bubbles, the bass player that I ended up taking over for, said that he, I think it was the last tour he ever did with the band, and he said that he slept in a room alone because they had a few extra rooms, and he said that as soon as he went to sleep, he like was woken up by a noise, and it sounded like somebody was dragging their fingers, like their fingernails, on the wall all the way around the room for the whole night.
Jesus
and so
Christ.
Yeah, so
Jesus
so
Christ.
they said
I'm
that
going to
they
the van.
yeah, they said that they said that they all woke up the next day and like it was pretty early, and everybody was like, "Why are you up so early? Why are you up so early?" And then everybody's like, "I was creeped out so bad."
Just shaking
at this
like,
place.
"I haven't
and
slept.
literally
I haven't slept."
and literally every person was like, "I was so creeped out too." So
Oh,
not to mention there was other ones where like they went to a house party, like where they were promised no one was going to be there. It turned out to be a house party. Someone did acid and took off all of their clothes and freaked out all through the night. like,
damn.
like
Those are
few
good
different
ones.
stories
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
Dude, one time,
yeah.
it was when I was in a band called She's a Liar. I think this was like one of our first ventures out to Pennsylvania. we played a roller rink. And forget where it was, somewhere like Western Pennsylvania in the middle of nowhere. And this group of kids was like, yeah, you guys can come stay with us. And I was like, okay, sick. And they're like, follow us. And then we're following like into the woods and shit. It's us and this band called By the Sins Fell Angels. John Vale, the guitar player, plays guitar for Wretched, if that makes any like continuity.
It does.
Yeah. So yeah, we're following these kids into the woods, and like By the Sins is like calling us like, where the fuck are we going? And we're like, I don't know, we're just following these kids. And we stop at a park stop, and they're like, okay, we gotta walk like through a creek, and then there's a path up to the house. Or we're like no, it's completely chill, no one's gonna fuck with your shit, whatever. So we had a couple dudes like stay back with the van and stuff. Like luckily like two dudes stay with each van. But yeah, I went up, and dude, we stayed in like, it looked like an Evil Dead cabin straight up. Get to the top of this hill, it's like straight up Evil Dead cabin. Like I don't think there's any electricity in that. I'm remembering it was just like lantern, like fucking yeah.
Wow.
Light by fire, dude.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was fucked up. And then like yeah, we got fucked up with these random kids, and then like it became like 5 a.m. And the girl who invited us there, she was like, you guys gotta get the fuck out of here because my dad's gonna be here and he's gonna fucking shoot you all with a fucking rifle. I guess that's like his hunting fucking cabin or whatever. We're like, what the fuck? So we all scrambled out of there, dude. It was fucked up. But like seeing that, like I think I took a picture of it somewhere, and I could send it to you guys at some point. I just need to dig and find it. But it looks like the Evil Dead cabin, dude. Like straight up.
Nope.
Yeah.
I'd have been like, nah, I'm cool. As soon as I said we got to walk through this creek, I'd have been like,
Yeah.
nah, man, I'm good.
And the creek was
cool.
deep, dude. And they call it a crick in Pennsylvania.
Crick.
Crick. I was like, this is a creek. They're like, no, it's a crick. I was like, okay. But yeah, I had like my sleeping bag and my bag on top of my.
Oh, dude.
Dude, it was,
Ain't it?
then the water was like above knee deep. It was yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Damn,
It
no.
was like one of our first tours. I was like, fuck, this is gonna make a good story.
Well, the thing that really, like, it was Eli. Eli was like, we are no longer staying at a kid's house. Don't even ask. And it was because we
Take that message off the fucking merch table.
We stayed at this house, and it was like, you know, a kid, and the thing is, like, the family that was living there, you know, obviously, you know, if it's a kid that's like inviting us, he asked his mom, he asked his dad, all this stuff. We get to the house, they're cool. The family's cool. They're super like, yeah, it's totally fine. But they're also like, we'll let you have your free time, your alone time. You know, like, we know that you played a show. We know that you've been on the road. Like, so they were cool. They were just like, you're welcome to, there's the fridge, you know, like there's some stuff in there. You could have it. They all dip, and just the kid is hanging out with us. And we like picked a movie that he had, and it was like Purple Rain. And as we're watching Purple Rain, I swear Eli comes in from taking a shower, and he's like standing there, and he's like, you guys watching Purple Rain? And the kid just fucking reaches up, because like Eli used to wear like kind of like shorter shirts,
Little bitty shorts.
yeah, and short shorts and stuff. This freaking kid, as soon as Eli's kind of like, oh, you guys watching Purple Rain? The kid looks up and just fucking puts his finger in his belly button. And Eli was like, after we got in the fucking van the next day, he's like, we are no longer accepting invitations to stay with any fucking weird kids, dude.
I hear Eli saying that. Right
Oh
now.
my god.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
What the fuck? We are no longer staying.
I forget what broke the camel's back, the straw, like
Yeah.
Bruins, but like there was a point where it was like, we don't need to do this anymore.
Yeah.
You're gonna sleep in the van or get a fucking hotel. It's
Right.
fine.
If we
I
didn't
remember
know
what it
them,
was.
we didn't know them personally. It was Motel 6, like, or sleep in the van.
Yeah.
But like, because we did a little bit where we stayed with people, it was cool, and then it just got weird because somebody have dog shit on the floor or dog piss or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And you're just like,
just some.
we're gonna
shit
sleep
you
in
would
the
never
van
do.
anyway. We're gonna sleep in
we
the
were in
van
Oklahoma
anyway.
once. We were in Oklahoma once, and this girl invited us over, and we walked in, and her mom was a fucking hoarder. So there was stacks of newspapers everywhere. Stacks
Oh, I
of
remember
garbage,
this story. Hell, oh my
dog
God,
shit
yeah.
everywhere. and I forget who was trying to bang like the kid, not the kid, the daughter.
Yeah.
Whoa!
This girl invited us over. She lived with her mom. She was of age. No one had sex with her. Just to
Clear it up.
Because we all bounced as soon as we saw with the situation. I was like, oh my god, we're getting the fuck out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was dog shit on the floor, and I was just like, oh my god, this is
You
terrible.
would invite
Like,
somebody over there. Like, what is wrong with you?
it's like, yeah, you guys just sleep on the floor in the living room. I was like, no. And the mom was like in a recliner, just like smoking mad bogeys, and like had like piles of like empty beer bottles next to her. I was like, this is dark. I'm getting the fuck out of here, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck this.
Yeah, you're gonna end up on TV, kid.
Yeah. And we ended up going to the other offer that we got to stay somewhere, which this kid was like, yeah, come stay at my house. It's sick. Dude, we get to his house. It's a gated community, fucking super nice house. He had a pool and stuff. And I was like,
those are the good ones.
dude, fed us, like his mom fed us breakfast the next morning. It was so sick.
Yeah, dude, those were the great ones.
Yeah.
They'd go get a bunch of coffee from like Dunkin' Donuts and bring shit home and just like take care of you. And it's like, oh man.
Yeah. Whenever some place was awesome like that, I would always make sure to like, clean up real nice, like make sure the bathroom was all rubbed down, like clean the counters, like wash the dishes if there was any dishes and stuff like that. Just reciprocate a little bit, Yeah.
But yeah, there's always, for every good house that you got invited to, there was always a creepy belly button fingering.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking weirdo.
Yeah. That's why I always slept in the van. That's why I always slept in the van. Everywhere we went, I was just like, yeah, I'm going to sleep in the van. Even at hotels, I would sleep
I can't
in the
even
van.
watch Purple Rain the same anymore.
Sometimes too.
My friend got molested during Purple Rain.
Dude, sometimes if everyone else is sleeping in the hotel room, I'm just like, if it's a nice night out, crack the windows a little bit, go and take a shower and do your thing. Just go in the van and just fucking sprawl out, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Jerk off all over everything.
Everything, dude. Come all over those walls.
Mark your
Dude.
territory.
Come all over everyone's
like
fucking
dump
shit,
truck.
dude.
Why is it smelling?
Come
here?
wherever I want.
Dude, the thing about the, in Never Rest, it's like, obviously we're not at the level that we, I used to be at, but like when we play consecutive shows, we just take out, my buddy has an SUV, and it's like, man, it's not having a van is crazy to try and do a bunch of shows in a row. Like having a big enough vehicle that you have like a bench seat all to yourself makes traveling and touring so much easier. Like if you're crammed and you're on an 8-hour drive, your ass hurts, and oh my god, it's just like,
dude, it's funny doing the other side of it now, like starting over.
Yeah,
it's like to get to a point to like where you can play shows again that in itself is a fucking accomplishment now.
Yeah.
And it's like once you get there, it's like, oh, now we're gonna start playing out of state and stuff, and like we don't have a van, we have cars, and it's just like going back to like back in the day where it's like, okay, like, who's taking what cars and like doing that whole thing. It's like, fuck. And then like thinking back to like the van days, it's like, yeah, that sucked, but we did it all the time. And it's just like, yeah, like when we go to like Europe and stuff, I don't know about you, Michael, but like the buses, like the double-decker buses, dude, those were sick.
Those were sick.
But at the same time, you'd be on the bus with 4 bands. So it's just like, yeah, just to like get to like a point where it's like you're comfortable in a vehicle touring is like so hard. Like like above a van. If like you're in a bandwagon, so any band that's in a bandwagon, paying for that shit by themselves, kudos, dude.
Yeah,
it's so
it's like
so hard to get there.
The constant argument about that now is like that we'll get like in our group text pictures of all these trailers. Oh, check out this trailer, and I'm like, dude, we could rent a trailer for dirt cheap.
You gotta have a van.
But the thing we should we gotta have a van.
Yeah.
That way, also you have like a vehicle that everyone is obligated to drive. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
When we do like 3 or 4 shows in a row, it's like Dustin in our band is like, well, I don't trust everyone driving, and I'm like, well, if you're driving 4 days in a row, like you're gonna be fucking dead tired. You're gonna be cranky. Like you're never gonna survive a whole tour trying to drive all the time.
Dude,
like,
no way.
I know a
no
guy that
way,
did it.
dude.
yeah.
Chris
Was it?
Chris from Body Snatchers. Shout out.
Oh, really?
Chris Whited?
Yeah, Chris. Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. When he was in King Conquer, when we did a tour with King Conquer, I'll never forget it. When he was on this podcast, I even asked him about it. I was like, "Yo, so do you still have to drive every night, every day?" He was like, "Holy shit, you remember that?" I was like, "Yeah, you hated when other people drove, so you drove all the time, every day." And
Yeah.
I mean, he just one time he gave the keys to somebody in the band. And they lost they locked the keys in the van, and I'll never forget it because he was like, "This is why I fucking drive all the time." And they about we were in Pennsylvania somewhere, and they about threw down in this parking lot because they were trying to get the keys out of the van.
God, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chris is a legend, dude. He's good. Props to Chris. Shout out to Chris.
Love that dude.
He's
that
doing
dude.
Awesome. He's doing awesome Body Snatcher now, man.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
Dude,
killing
they're
it.
so good. So good,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. But yeah, no, we would driving the whole thing. We would split that shit evenly as possible.
Or even, like I said, I feel like I was really spoiled in Iwabo because, as soon as the band got to a point where we're gonna be touring outside of the state, we had a 15-passenger van, and even having a bench seat is just like, ooh, this is so comfy. One arm is gonna fall asleep because you're laying on your side.
Yep.
But comes with the territory, bro. I'd rather have a sleep arm in a comfy bench seat.
Yeah, definitely.
No problem, dude.
Hell yeah.
I claim the far back bench in our van.
Hell yeah.
It was
It
sick.
was always the front bench because I like to see what's going on.
Nah, I always like the back bench because it's that's the longest bench. Because the other benches have they cut short, so you could walk through from the back bench.
Yeah.
So I can always extend my full feet, and plus farting was always really fun. Because you can always see it creep up and see people pop up one by one, and then see
Who farted?
and then
Who
see the
fucking
driver,
did it?
whoever's driving, to look up in the rear view all pissed off, and then they roll
All
down
of a sudden, you hear the windows roll down.
yeah.
when it fucking roars past their
Yeah.
face, and then I get all upset. I'm like, just wanted to.
I feel like that front bench though is the most wanted spot, right? Because you could take a nap there, but you could also conversate with the driver and the passenger, and then you could also help control what to listen to on the radio. So you had all the power,
What's the number one thing you said there? Control. I either drove, sat in the front seat, or was in the front bench. For every band that I've ever done anything for, that's what I did. Because I like being able to see what's going on.
I was either driver, navigator, or all the way in the back.
Yeah.
Usually no in between. Yeah.
And you weren't supposed to fall asleep as a wingman. Well, I was in bands with people who would fall asleep as wingman, so I would have to stay up and keep the driver company.
I was a pretty good wingman. I would stay up for at least a couple hours.
I would, and then I'd ask. I'd say,
overnight
"Can I go to
drives.
sleep
I'd be
now?"
like,
yeah.
if it wasn't my shift next, I would usually stay up with the driver for at least 3 hours before I would conk out.
Yeah. That morning shift though, that's
My favorite shift, dude.
Dude, I couldn't do it.
That's my
Second
favorite shift, dude.
After a show.
Oh yeah.
That first person does 5 hours, and then you take that second shift. It's starting to be 5 or 6 a.m. and you're like, I guess I'll go now. I would fucking hate that shit, dude.
Loved it.
That was my worst shift. I hate it because I'm not a morning person at all. So.
Oh, dude, I loved it. When I did All Stars with y'all, and I just drove most of the tour. It was so awesome. I love that part of the drive. I hate driving from when it gets dark. Once it starts getting dark, I can't take it. But if I woke up at 4 a.m, shit, dude, I was good to go. I was good to go for 8 hours. I didn't give a shit.
Yeah, if someone woke me up around 9 a.m., did my morning ritual, I could drive all the way to fucking 4 p.m. If it's a drive a day in between shows, I can usually crush fucking 8 hours, 10 hours myself.
Yeah.
As long as I get daylight hours, I'm cruising. But once dude, after show, fuck that, dude.
That was the worst shit.
I could do after show if I knew I was driving.
After show shifts. Dude.
If I knew I was driving and I stayed sober, I could knock out an after.
Joe would bust
show.
my chops all the time. It's like, oh, Tim's up next. We're gonna get fucking like half hour away from the fucking show, and someone else take over. Dude, sometimes that was true because you never know, man.
Right.
Because you put so much into like performing and stuff, and like the whole like lead up to everything.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck, I'm fucking shot, dude. I can't. So I learned like I forget when I started doing it, but like I would, if it was my shift up first, like after the show, I would play the show. I'd be like, I'm not loading out. I'm going straight to the van. I'm falling asleep, and wake me up when we're ready to leave. So I would fall asleep for like 2-3 hours, so that way I can get 4 hours into the drive and get like an honest shift, you know?
Yeah.
So no one fucking bust my chops.
Dude, I fucking.
But they would bust my chops and be like, "You didn't fucking load out last night." I was like,
oh yeah, oh right, you can't win, dude.
Suck
You can
my
never
dick.
win.
Come on.
Being in a band, we've all learned
Come
that
on.
you just can't fucking win. You
Yeah.
never make anybody happy. Like,
yeah,
oh fuck it, whatever. Who gives a shit?
fuck it.
I remember driving into
yeah.
Canada, and my buddy was like, "Yo, do you want? I guess it was Vyvanse, maybe whatever people take to like, it's legal cocaine or legal meth,
Vyvanse, what is that?
and it's
Helps
like
you stay up, I guess.
it helps
like
you stay
something
awake. Yeah."
It sounds like something you take for your dick.
Boner pills.
No, and he was like, "Yo, take this." And I was like, "Oh, okay." He's like, "Don't drink any coffee or Dr. Pepper." I was like, "Why?" He goes, "Because it'll fucking wire you up, dude." I was like, "All right, cool." I didn't realize that there's like a if you don't fight through the nap, like you get really tired right before it kicks in, and if you can't fight through it, you're fucked. And I took it 3 minutes in, passed out. Oh, did we passed out? Like I had to pull over into a truck stop in Canada. I don't know if you guys remember how weird those are in Canada. Like it's just like a whole center, and I thought I parked really well. I didn't. I parked like a jackass, like an asshole. I was like falling asleep. And we slept there for like 8 hours. I was out. I woke everybody else up and was like, "Oh fuck, we got to be in like Toronto or Ottawa, whatever." In like a couple hours. It was the worst fucking shit ever. So that's why I hate after show drives, because that was after I couldn't do it. It was just the worst.
Especially in Canada, dude, because you could fucking hit a moose at any point.
Fuck Canada.
It's terrible, dude.
Dude, so the thing that I've been battling with like you were talking about coming up with a new band, starting over and all this stuff.
Yeah.
The thing I struggle with, and I know he'll probably watch this, but our drummer has, he handles a lot of the booking, and he handles, he's like, it's like every time we're about to load on, he's gone. And lots of the time, I'd say like 2 out of 3 times, he's like, "Oh, I was talking to the promoter. Oh, I was talking to the venue owner, whatever."
There's always one dude.
But I am literally like, I get so offended because it's almost, we played so many fucking shows that it's like I'm working at the venue. I'm like, why is this dude not loading on right now? Why? And I'm like, the band before us is already off stage, and nothing is happening with my band. And then so I am just like, so I start loading drums, and it's like there's even been a time where the other dudes are like, they're like, fuck it, just don't help them. And then I'm like, I'm not tonight. I'm not. I'm just gonna see what happens.
No,
and
fuck
then and then the band is off the stage, and we're next, and I'm like, just gonna do it.
Yeah,
just gonna do it.
Because then you get a bad rap.
Yeah,
You get a bad
No,
rap.
dude.
real
I
quick.
know. I
Exactly.
fucking
Yeah.
no. Fuck that. If somebody in my band plays a bad show, I will purposely not help them pick their cab up off the fucking stage.
The spite is real, dude.
Oh, dude, yeah, I'm fucking bitter as shit about stuff, dude. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I'm bitter as fuck. Like,
It's like,
we've
hey,
been-
good show, bro. And just walk away.
Yeah.
and then I walk away. He's like, "Hey, can you help me get this?" No, and I just keep fucking walking. Like,
How
sorry.
heavy is that cab? That's pretty heavy, huh?
But anyway, I think it's
Probably
about
go
time to
direct,
call
huh?
it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Maybe we should go to direct. Maybe we should go
Maybe we
direct.
should go
man.
direct, bro.
Oh fuck. Anyway,
But I mean, one more thing. Like somebody was talking to me about this the other day. I would like to know y'all's opinions. Someone said to me, "Hey, do you ever you ever regret like the band just all kind of just splitting at the same time? Because every band from that era, as long as they stayed together, have gotten to a pretty big level. And I was like, ooh, yeah, that is kind of true. And so do you guys think that's true? Was there a lot of bands that we toured with from back in the day that just stuck it out and like are now on a level that like obviously their guarantees are good and they're, you know, they draw pretty well?
No,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I do.
or no?
I don't. I think I'm gonna say, how about this? One in about 8 or 9 of them. Because, like, I can think of bands. What happened to War from a Harlot's Mouth? Broke up. You guys toured with them. They should have been. There's just so many bands, like in Ruins. You guys toured with a lot of them. Bands that didn't stick around, that never got big. You know what I'm saying?
I can name
So,
off
like
a handful right now that are doing good shit.
All right, let's do it.
All right, number one, obviously, Lorna Shore, killing the game.
That's true.
Okay, I
will
forgot
say,
that I did that with y'all. Yeah.
Veil of Maya, like when we toured with them back in the day, never were like bigger than Iwabo, but now,
yeah, they're headlining Summer Slaughter right now.
But it's but
they've been huge for a while.
I get what y'all are saying, because there are a lot of bands like Devil Wears Prada stuck it out. Look at them; they're playing giant headlining shows.
We Came as Romans. Is that
We Came as Romans?
We Came as Romans. Yes,
those guys suck. But like, like there's
Plot and You's doing good shit.
Plot and You's doing but
they're doing good shit.
Casey Strain.
There's some Casey, but see, a lot of them are resurgence. No, but there's bands that never went away, and I get that. But there's more bands that dropped off.
I'm gonna keep firing names off. Era.
Yep, Era.
Era's doing good shit.
Yeah. See, I've got all these like band flyers behind me. That's what I've been looking at, trying to.
Got another one for you. Fit for an Autopsy.
Oh yeah,
they're killing it.
But they disappeared for a long fucking time though. They didn't. They went on a hiatus for a little while.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, I could have sworn. I swear they. I mean, I know COVID happened, but I'm just saying, like, because I agree. You know what? I'll say that I'm wrong, because there are a lot of bands that blew up, but I'm just saying there's more that never blew up that didn't keep going, and it was just like, okay, well, fuck it. There's a handful of them. Yeah, you guys named a few, but like, I feel like there's. No, I'm just fucking saying, like, if we're gonna actually sit here and like. Right. Most bands, there's a ton of bands you guys toured with that never don't tour anymore.
That's like a testament, dude. It's like no matter what, just fucking keep going. If you can keep
going,
keep going.
Dude, the number one band for that is Stray from the Path. Stray from the Path was a plateau band. They stayed right here forever, and then all of a sudden they dropped 2 fucking records back to back that were just like shot them up. Dude, I've always loved them.
And you have to remember that I think that one is it goes with what I'm saying a lot, because Iwabo, Straight from the Path, opened for OTEP on a tour, and it was awful.
Fuck OTEP.
And all they did was stay together through all this, through thick and thin, and then they blew up somewhere in there, you know? So
I get it, but there are a lot of bands that disappeared. Like, you know, there's a lot of bands that just disappeared. I mean, really.
Right.
There's a lot of bands that, you know, they just can't keep doing it.
It's hard. Bands are problematic, you know.
But
no, I don't know anything about that.
I've been saying this for a year or two now. Like, all these bands that are coming out of the woodworks, like they've been split up for years and years, and they're all coming back. Or not all, but like a lot of them. Like, hell, Drop Dead Gorgeous just announced that they're doing something soon.
Oh, the Blood Brothers.
The Blood Brothers. Like all these bands that have been split up for whatever reasons,
All Shall Perish and the Red Chord, they're fucking coming back with a vengeance. Good shit, dude.
Throwdown came back. Fucking Poison the Well came back. Like,
Misery Signals is fucking doing some shit.
Yeah, but they're fixing to be done. It's going to be done. And they're going out on tour with both singers. That's so sick.
Or what about
I can't wait to see fucking Carl, dude.
It dies today, bro.
Oh yeah.
It dies today.
It dies today. Yeah, they're coming. Yeah, Cat of Choir fucking reunion shit.
Yeah, dude.
But yeah,
I think Drew's coming back with a fucking vengeance.
Dude,
Man.
they've retired like 10 times. I swear to God.
What I really think it has to do with
I love
like
that band so much.
So much.
everyone was young and dumb, started having kids while they're trying to get their music career going. Had to
so dumb.
Yeah, had to
like, hey, you know how I'm in a band that makes no money and we spend
Well-
most of our lives sweaty and not showered? I'm gonna have a kid. Like, what?
I'm just
dude?
saying, like, you know, you're. I feel like a lot of that is something happened, or you know, what if the band breaks up?
Yeah, you busted a nut in your girlfriend. I get it.
that's how it works. I think.
Jesus.
Right.
But then, and now everyone's kids are like old enough to where they're like, oh yeah, I used to be a rock star. Basically, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you that I used to do, and I think that's where a lot of this, like, I don't want to call them legacy bands are coming back, like old school
emo era bands.
Yeah, I don't know, but there's something.
All Shall Perish did it.
There's
No,
I'm so
legacy bands like Metallica.
Yeah,
Anthrax,
well, I'm
those-
just saying,
those are
like
legacy bands, yeah.
bands that haven't been around for years is what I'm meaning. So I don't know what to call it, but
Like
yeah.
metalcore era.
Yeah. They're running it back as it's like, you know, nostalgia is
Because it's
you know,
it's coming back. Furnace Fest started getting everybody back together, and
Yeah.
here we are. You know,
Sick of
like they
those
got.
festivals, though.
it's cool because everyone from that era is like mostly our age, and like we mostly all have like, you know, good jobs and lives and stuff. We have money to spend on going to shows and buying merch now, so like it's a good thing for those bands to come back and, like, you know, not grind the way they used to, but come back and, like, you know, kind of have your cake and eat it too, kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know?
But I just
Hell
want
yeah.
Poison the Well
Yeah.
to just do one fucking proper tour and not be at a goddamn festival because I can't do
Dude,
festivals.
I agree with that.
Oh, what about
100%.
the shows in LA where I had extra tickets because you said you were gonna
I'm
go?
poor. I'm poor. That's why
Yeah,
I'm not
they-
down in
they-
Austin right now.
You make more money than me.
They played in Brooklyn. It sold out too quick for me to get tickets.
Oh,
Unfortunately,
that
otherwise I would have been there. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a couple that I'm happy are getting back together. I still want to see it from first to last reunion for
Oh,
20 years.
they're
of Dear
supposed to be doing
Diary.
something.
That's
It's
making
not-
me mad.
Yeah,
It's not
they
gonna be
are, but
sunny.
without.
Dude, I saw
without
a Dead to
Sunny.
Fall reunion fucking couple weeks ago.
Oh, dude, I saw that show. Yes. They played
Dude.
Chum Fiesta, and he was like, "This is the song you all came to
Yeah.
hear." It was
Yeah.
so good.
Chum Fiesta and Bastard Set of Dreams. It was fucking
Oh,
sick.
Dude, I,
Dude,
wasn't
so
even, I
good.
wasn't
So
even into
sick.
Chum Fiesta. I liked the whole villainy.
Yeah, they played Villain Anniversary front
Yeah.
to back. Then they
Oh
played like
my
a couple
God, that
classics after
album
that.
was so sick.
It was sick. They killed it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Anyway, yeah, you know, we've been
Shout out Dead
going.
to Fall.
We've been, yeah, dude, shout out all those bands.
Yeah.
yeah, for real.
Thank you.
Shout out old guys coming back to the game.
Yeah.
Shout them out.
Well, first of all, you know, they should have just survived. You know what I mean? Like, it sucks that we have a genre where everybody thinks it's like some sort of fucking bullshit, and they're just like, I'll pay $1,000 for Taylor Swift, and then, hey, I'm gonna go see one of my favorite bands. Tickets were only $50. Yeah, because it's garbage. Fuck off.
Oh, dude,
So-
you're not wrong. I agree with you on that. People like
Yeah.
there's people like us who will spend shit tons of money to go to Sick New World, right? Like because we love that shit. It's nostalgic.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna spend. I'll spend $500 to see 20 of my favorite fucking bands, but I won't spend $500 on one ticket to see somebody. Fuck you.
Yeah,
I'm not doing
Yeah.
it.
Well, it's just crazy, you know, I don't know. It's just like I'm re-saying the same thing, but like, damn, dude, like we don't live in that world. So whenever it's like $250 for one Missy Elliott ticket, that sounds cool and all, but like, damn,
Nah,
dog,
dog.
that's a whole car payment for some people, man.
I can go to
I'll
four
just walk.
or 5 other shows for that.
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
price.
dude.
Exactly.
Yeah. So,
Oh, fuck. All right, I gotta pee. Let's fucking wrap this shit up.
all right, let's wrap it up.
Yeah,
B.
boys.
But yeah, you know, it's been a fun one. Thanks him for coming out. We talked about a lot
Yeah.
of stuff. It's fun.
It's the first time I'm
Sorry.
here in person, so I'm fucking stoked.
That's
I know it's
true.
awesome, dude.
True.
So glad you're here.
Sorry we didn't get through a lot of these comments. We just started jamming, you know? Sometimes when you be riffing, you ever saw a jam band live? They just keep going, you know?
We're the fish of podcasting.
For the fish.
You're like, bruh, it's like the band has 2 drummers and you're like, play Freebird, but they don't play Freebird. They just keep jamming, dog. They don't even play their songs. They just jam. But yeah, there's a bunch of, you know, Sorry we didn't see lots of Juan talking about stuff. You know, Slunkster. Sorry, I know you brought up a few things here. Here at the very end, he said he was obsessed with bands I was obsessed with in 2007 that just disappeared. Black Rose Burial. Aren't they doing a tour? Black Rose
I don't know.
Burial. Glass Casket.
Glass Casket.
Yeah,
dude.
way better than Between the Buried and Me. Sorry.
I'm not gonna argue with that.
Out of the North Carolina bands. Yeah.
He also said Daughters. I set my friends on fire. Big dumb face. I don't know if I
Big
don't
Dumb
know
Face
about
was
Big Dumb
West
Face.
Portland's first.
Yeah,
That was
project.
West
They were-
Portland's band, dude. They were
They were
sick.
cool. They were
Yeah.
cool. I don't know if they're worth bringing up and trying to get them to go on tour again. Or something. But yeah, guys. Sorry we didn't get through these. Also, Chris DeLeon. He jumped in for a little bit. He said that he saw us in Spokane. Saw Iwabo, Oceano, Within the Ruins, and the rest. Amazing show.
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah. So
Dude,
we'll get to those comments next time.
Oh, that venue had a barbecue chicken sandwich. That venue had a restaurant attached to it, and they had a barbecue chicken sandwich that I'll never forget. I'm sorry, I'll never forget it, dude.
I always remember
forget it,
Spokane
dude.
for being a good time, never for the
Oh,
chicken
yeah,
stand,
dude.
But that's it.
Everything
Yeah.
in Washington was always a good fucking time. That's my favorite place. Anyway, sorry,
Well,
Mike.
you know, the rest of the U.S. has the never forget saying for one thing, and you have it for another.
Just saying, dog.
It's all good. Yeah. Toby, tell them about your podcast.
Well, the current podcast that I do, I know we talked about Secret Transmission earlier, which is my old
Bring it back.
my old conspiracy
Bring it back.
podcast. But my current project is the Secret Levels podcast. It's a retro video game review show. We go over one game per episode. We go over the history, the story, the gameplay, some fun facts, and we let you know if it's still worth playing. We're about to hit episode 200. So we've got 200 reviews up almost. So go check out something from our backlog. We mostly cover Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, that kind of 1632-bit era. So yeah. Also, I'm on Twitch, twitch.tv/TobyVonDoom. I was just playing Aladdin for the Super Nintendo the other day. Come watch me play old games and say lots of bad words at them. Yeah. Fuzz.
Hey guys, you should check out my band, Terminated. Where you at, Toby? There it is. Check out my band, Terminated. Rabbit and I are in the band together. We've got a couple singles out on Spotify. Hopefully recording new music soon. We do have some shows coming up, but I am a terrible member of this band. I have no idea the dates on those shows. So just go look at social media and find it.
Tim.
Hey, all right, I'm back. All right, so you can find me on Instagram at Tim Ruins. You can find the band at Bloodthrone Official across all social media platforms. You can find my tattoo shop at Everblack Tattoo Studio and my tattoo removal company at Gotham Tattoo Removal. Bloodthrone has a new song dropping July 26th, and we're playing a show in Westchester, New York on August 9th. And that's it. Thanks for having me, guys. Fuck
Hey,
yeah.
I'm going to play a little
yeah.
sample of y'all's new song, if you don't mind.
Hell yeah.
So good. Dude, so good, Tim.
So
So
very
good, dude.
Satan.
Thank you, guys. Fuck yeah.
Hey, and I'm Rickshaw. You may know me as Rickshaw. Anyways, you know, if you like everything that we do here, add us
Jesus,
up on like
dude.
Facebook. Add us up on Facebook. Add us up on motherfucking Twitch. Add us up on Facebook. All the shits. I'm gonna hopefully, if I ever have free time to do anything in my life at all, I want to do some Twitch stuff and beat some of the games that I have just talking to me all through the night, saying, "Why aren't you touching me anymore?" like, it's because I have a girlfriend and I have a new band and I have a podcast. And I say, you shut your mouth, Resident Evil 4 remake. I'll get to you someday. I'll pump you full of lead, motherfucker. Also, if you listen to heavy music, you should check out Never Rest.
Wrong button. Always, every time.
Dude, give him the clip.
Good clip, dude.
Shit's loud.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, sorry.
But yeah,
Too loud, you're
you know,
too old.
I am fucking old, dude. I'll tell you that.
I know you're 41, dude.
Dude, even at work, if they're playing the music loud, sometimes I'm just like, turn it off, please. We're closed.
Dude, it's a real thing. It's a real thing,
Yeah.
dude.
I like to keep my
Anyway.
loud music in the car or at the venue. You know what I'm saying? Hell
Dude,
yeah.
I don't. Yeah. Anyway.
Anyways, guys, thanks for joining us, and we promise, Longster, to get to your comments more next time. But thanks for coming, and we'll see you later, nerds.
Peace.